Second, am I just seeing? Am I reading that correctly? Surely not. Surely I'm not reading that correctly. Wait, let me check this. Do we have the lineups yet? Oh, it's on that side, so it's better if I go here. Okay, cool. No Palmer. Oh, God. Here was me getting excited. No, that was the other one. That was the Leicester game. Okay, I'll wait for that then. So, guys, give me 1 minute. I'm just sorting a couple of things out here. Because... Okay. No Palmer. Guys, I still haven't seen the team yet. Just give me a second. If that is the case, well, I don't doubt you guys. I don't think you're lying to me right now, but there goes a whole day's worth of optimistic looking forward to this game. Lewis says we are so cooked. You might be right, my friend. But yes, guys, welcome back to another live stream on GBFC. Arsenal versus Chelsea, arguably one of the biggest games there is in any league season for Chelsea. And we might be without our best player from what I'm reading from you guys right now. 3 keepers on the bench. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Or 2 on the bench. I still can't see it. I'm trying to log in. Well, let me check on my phone. It's weird how I'm logged out of X there. Okay. Can I see the lineup, please? Okay, so Sanchez in goal. Fofana, Badiashile, Colwill, Cucurella, James. Caicedo, Neto, Enzo, Sancho, Nkunku. Cole Palmer's not even in the squad. Fabulous. Our best player is now injured. It's all going well, isn't it, really? Deary me. That is a deflating start to this stream, I'm not going to lie. At least it voids my bets, though. At least I don't lose all my money. How bad is Cole Palmer's injury? I don't actually know anything about the injury right now. I'm still trying to sign in on my computer. What have you guys been up to this weekend? Let me know in the chat right now whilst I'm sorting this out. Okay. That's not the right one. Okay. Okay, I'm in. Oh dear, that is a nightmare. $5 donations come in already from Matt. Thank you very much, mate. Might be taking a big L tonight. Well, do you know what? I'm weirdly confident. I'm weirdly confident. I think the players know that they can't just turn over and roll over now that Cole Palmer's not in the team. So I'm going to say that people are actually going to show up, and we can't rely on Palmer tonight. So I'm going to turn this into a positive for you right now. I think it's time for someone else to step up. And I think when he's not even available, it's like if you actually can't pass it to him, then you have to do something yourself. You've got to be a bit more creative. I think a lot of Chelsea players, because of the passive nature of the way we play, there's too much onus and emphasis on Palmer being the person to deliver it. But if he's not even there, someone else is going to do the job. Maybe it's the day for Nkunku. Maybe it's the day for Neto. Muscle fatigue, apparently. But we could have seen this coming a mile away, to be fair. He should have been rested a couple of months ago. But then he kept playing throughout all these games and then kind of became like the brunt of why it was a problem for Chelsea. Or why Chelsea were going through a struggle. Because if you're the best player, the easiest person to look at and blame is the best player. Fofana at right back, Reece James in midfield. I mean, it does actually sound quite a lot like that could be the case, to be fair. We are so cooked today, says Ash CFC. Let me get the poll going, because we've got nearly 650 of you in here already in the first 5 minutes, which is amazing. What we saying? That's what we normally say. What? Oh, the J button. Why does it do that when I stream only? What we saying? Arsenal draw. I've been thinking it's going to be 2-2 personally. Like, my prediction was 2-2, and I'm going to keep it at 2-2. I think it's going to finish 2-2. Let me know, because I know that Palmer being out has put a lot of people in a bit of a downward mood. So let's see. Oh my word, this is the first time ever on a GBFC stream that it's not the majority saying Chelsea. The majority is saying Arsenal right now. Make sure you guys vote on this poll. This is fascinating. This is literally the first and only time ever. Okay, I think we have the scoreboard ready now. We do. Excellent stuff. And then if we put kickoff there, that looks bloody wonderful, doesn't it? And then if we go live data, the lineup is still not there yet, but it will be there very soon. For Chelsea versus Arsenal, and you guys are voting on the poll right now. 40%, 39% now. This is going to be very close. Saying Arsenal, 24% of you are saying draw, and only 37% are saying Chelsea are going to win this game today. A few people saying 1-1 in the chat. Mad. No Cole Palmer. Even in the squad. Damn. Time for somebody to step up. Come on, Chelsea. Get into them. Okay. And then we're going to get a link to my old live stream up in there. We're going to put the live stream on social media. On the old Twitter sphere, also known as X.com. 77 likes in the stream already. Thank you for those of you smacking the like button. The goal is always 1,000 likes on a live stream. We are going for it today. Chelsea, Arsenal, second at home to fourth in the Premier League. Chelsea looking to keep pace right now with Nottingham Forest, as well as keeping pace with Arsenal. Or looking to try and keep pace with Arsenal. The question for Arsenal is going to be, do they give up on the league? At what point? If it's mathematically possible for them to do it, do they still go for it? That is the big question. All right, I've just tweeted out the stream. Why could this just go really bad? And like, I'm optimistic. I'm smiling. I'm laughing. I'm semi-joking about things. Is this going to make me look like a fool? Have I just completely misjudged this and Arsenal are going to turn up like they did in Eindhoven just over a week ago and score 7? Nah, I don't want to jinx it. I don't believe in jinxes. What am I talking about? Welcome to those of you joining the stream now. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Huge game. 1-0 Chelsea. You think we're going to keep a clean sheet? Says CFC Ed. I admire the optimism. I'm not going to lie. Just going to remove that for a second. Chelsea going to win 2-1. All right, we're finally, Chelsea are now 40% of the vote. So it looks as though the people that are joining now are the slightly more optimistic ones amongst us. Is it a back five? I think we're going to have to wait and see, to be honest. I think we're going to have to, we'll donate $50 if Chelsea win. Big up Matt in the chat. We will hopefully wait and receive the super chat. Views are very low at the moment. No, I'm not begging, I'm kidding. Chelsea, the best team in London. Have a little faith. I mean, look, I actually, if you watch the match preview, I did say I've got a funny feeling that we're going to show up today. And weirdly, Palmer's absence in the team is actually making me think, okay, somebody's going to show up today. I genuinely mean it when I say it. I'm not just like clutching at straws for some optimism and positivity. I genuinely believe maybe this is what the rest of the squad needed. They needed that talisman, the guy that's just always there and reliable, who so often in this squad's lifetime has turned up, showed up and delivered. Maybe now it's the time to prove the worth of someone else, and Enzo Fernandez potentially. Maybe it's Nkunku's time to shine. Maybe. I am slightly concerned about Badiashile, though, I'm not going to lie. Maybe he's in there for a bit of height protection, I guess. Protection against the attacking of set pieces from Arsenal, who actually haven't scored an attacking set piece for quite some time. If you've been watching the More GBFC channel, you will know just about it. Speaking of a devil, let me put it in the old... Oh, it is in the description. I'm on it. I'm smart. Let's put 0-0 in the title. All right, we're creeping up on 1,000 viewers already. And I think I'm going to keep talking about this Cole Palmer thing. So 43% of you right now, of nearly 600 votes, are saying Chelsea are going to win. 34% saying Arsenal. People are starting to get a bit more optimistic. Hopefully, it's because you believe in what I'm saying and you agree with me. Does anyone actually agree with what I'm saying, though, about Palmer? Let me know. Last time Palmer didn't start, we lost 5-0. Okay. Thanks for reminding me. We're going to lose 4-0, someone said. It's going to be horrid. Okay. We're finished. Snooze fest incoming. I mean, I just don't think we're going to be able to have it as a snooze fest, to be honest, because we're not going to have as much of the ball. That's I think for me, it's part of the problem is the fact that we actually have too much of the ball. I think we're actually better suited against playing against these weaker sides. We've got over 1,000 people in the stream. It's been a while, I think, since we've had that for pre-match. Welcome to those of you joining. Big up to the GBFC Mandem. If you're new in here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. As well as that, make sure you smack a like on the stream. We always go for 1,000 likes on every stream. No Lavia in the starting lineup as well. That is actually annoying, isn't it? Because, I mean, the lineup that I picked in my preview, I really back that lineup. But obviously, that also does rely on Cole Palmer being available. But Jadon Sancho's got to step up today. I need a lot more from him. It's going to be a big day for Caicedo and Enzo. Obviously, Caicedo is one yellow card away from being suspended for the game against Spurs in 2 weeks' time. Which seems like a long way away now. We've got a long-ass break, but it's good because we've got more GBFC. So we've got England content to make. Loads of videos I've got planned for over the international break. I posted a sick one earlier today, actually, about Nottingham Forest. Like, I'm quite enjoying these, like, not scripted, but, like, a little bit more structured and planned videos. And they're going down very well. Like, the PSG one did very well. Where is Palmer? Sorry, mate. Bad news. He's out. Apparently, it's muscle fatigue. So you can see the starting 11 in the graphic here. Fofana, Badiashile, Colwill, Cucurella, Caicedo, James. So James playing in DM. Sancho, Fernandez, and Nkunku, Neto. I actually think that's exactly what it's going to be. I think that will be what it is. 4-2-3-1. Unless maybe we're about to see... Like, remember when Antonio Conte changed to a 3 at the back after Chelsea got battered by Arsenal? Maybe today... we're seeing an Italian change to a 3 at the back whilst we play Arsenal, and we're going to go and win and finish the season by winning every game. Maybe. I don't believe that, but we can dream, right? We've still got, how many minutes? 54 minutes till kickoff. I started the stream very early. But welcome to those of you in for the pre-match chat. Talk. How did Palmer get injured? I'm still looking. Well, actually, no, I did stop. But I'm gonna keep looking to see what has actually happened here to Palmer. If I type in Palmer injury and then look at the top ranked, although everyone becomes a flipping journalist when something like this happens. Max London's first says Palmer has bad muscle fatigue. Unclear whether or not he starts or plays today. That was an hour ago. Someone's saying he's faking an injury. Palmer's been playing through injury for the past few months, people are saying. I think it's still very much unknown. I'm not seeing any sources saying that. Mate, why would you keep spamming saying, let's go get beaten? Like, why would you do that? It's just ruining the chat. Like, literally, you've said it like 100 times. What are you doing? Get banned. Sahil says 2-1 Chelsea. Low-key like it that Palmer ain't here. He's been a liability recently. I'm kind of inclined to agree. Like, I don't think he's been a liability. I just also think he's been trying too hard to solve his own temporary solution at the detriment to the team. So I think he's been trying so hard to score that elusive goal that he hasn't scored for a while. And I think he's also kind of pissed off that he'll be aware of the stats, you know. He'll know that he's created more chances than anyone in the league since Christmas, but has no assists to show for it. Like, that is a very damning stat. Cole Palmer's numbers should be significantly higher than they are, but the people that he's given the ball to don't score. So I do think there is an element of, well, you can't do it, so I'm going to try by myself. Which I understand. A little bit arrogant, but he's going to have to learn. He's going to have to come out of that phase that he's in right now. And I think it is that, because he is still so young. The lineup is out. It's also rotating across the screen now. Hey, Guesty, thank you for the $10 donation. We are not Cole Palmer FC. I love the lad, and he deserves a rest. Think of the scenes when we win 2-0 in their backyard and race for second back on. Someone just said Wesley Fofana goal. Thank you, Guesty. W's in the chat for Guesty. Thank you for the donation, mate. Appreciate it. I've actually got a bet on Wesley Fofana to score today, which is quite exciting, to be honest. Badia Shield at the back. I feel like there's so many potential redemption stories that could happen today. And this is the first time in a while, which I know it's stupid because it's Arsenal away, and we've had easy fixtures recently, but it's the first time in a while I actually feel optimistic and positive in the build-up to a game. So, you know, take that with a pinch of salt. I don't know if you guys back my predictions these days, but we used to have a good record. I've been pretty poor with it recently, but we used to have a very good record of actually getting exact scorelines correct. Today I've said 2-2, and I will absolutely take a 2-2 at Arsenal. 100%. But obviously we want to win. George as the new assistant. All right, mate. That sounds all right to me. The missus got you a signed Palmer shirt on the wall. The guy went missing since. Cursed. Well, throw it out tonight. Go and put it in the garden. Hang it in the tree or something. Or put it on top of the bin. You know, like, you know when you know that you should put it in the bin, but like you just can't be bothered. So you just put it on the top. Lazy behavior is what we're saying, basically. But in this case, you kind of mean it because you don't want it to go in the bin. But you move it there just to, you know, break the curse. Fully assuming you're cursed, mate. But you might be. We don't know. But I hope not. Chelsea tweeting out pictures of the manager arriving at the stadium. God, it looks like he had a big roast dinner this morning or earlier on today. Don't know if you guys see that. Wait, what is... Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. Guys, okay, we've got nearly 1,200 of you now in the stream. Make sure you get voting on the poll. There's 1,000 votes nearly. 44% of people are saying Chelsea are going to win. 33% Arsenal. 23% are saying a draw. I'm still going with a draw. Oh. I actually need a roast. I haven't had a roast for the last... This will be the third weekend in a row, or the second weekend in a row I've not had one. But I did just have an unreal dinner, to be fair. Lebanese. Found an amazing Lebanese restaurant. This lineup is a joke considering it's against Arsenal. I want to see how it actually lines up first. I want to see how... in which position Reece James is, really, until I make a judgment about it. Because I actually think it could work. Like I said earlier, like this could be like the Chelsea move to the 3 at the back at the Arsenal game, not after the Arsenal game, because we need to make changes, you know. Antonio Conte-esque, and then we go on this amazing, crazy run between now and the end of the season. Why is he ducking? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Palmer genuinely is just exhausted and is playing too much football. Like, remember, he played on Thursday night as well. And this isn't me making excuses. Footballers should absolutely be able to play on a Thursday night and also the weekend. Well, if you moderate for Eunice, you can moderate for me. Wait, I was just trying to mod you there, but... Hang on a minute. Where did you go? Okay, there you are. My stream is... I don't know. I hope it's not lagging too much, but it's lagging when I'm trying to click on a comment. Add as moderator. Okay. It's lagging quite a bit. Yeah, I can see that. I'm just watching it back now. I don't know why it is lagging. Should be okay. The internet's so good here. But because of this stupid... I'm not even going to complain about it too much because it will actually really wind me up. But basically, I've paid for like this Thai service to watch the Premier League. And you pay for it on a laptop, but then you can't watch it on your laptop. Which to me just sounds ridiculous. And seems a bit ridiculous. But yeah, that's exactly how it is. And then on the TV, there's like an unknown reason why I can't watch it on the TV. Which also makes no sense. So I have to use a VPN on my MacBook. Which probably crashes... Oh my god, it's actually crashed my stream. You're kidding. No, don't do this to me today. It says the stream is healthy. I think we should be back. I pray this doesn't go down. Because we were just building up some serious numbers there. Okay, I think we're back. Phew. 45 minutes till kickoff, guys. An entire half of football. Wesley Fofana, Reece James, Levi Colwill and Marco Corella are starting together for Chelsea for the first time ever. That, to be fair, that is a back four that I would have expected to see more of at Chelsea. But the fact that Badiashile is in there as well certainly implies that Reece James is now being considered as a midfielder by Enzo Maresca. In the meantime, obviously today, if you saw on GBFC, we posted an emergency video, basically. I was like, well, if I've done a video breaking the news, or not breaking the news, but as soon as we signed Quenda, I was like, well, I've got to also do that for, what's his name? What's his bloody name? Asugo. He's so good, and he's so experienced. I've seen him play so many times, I forgot his name. That was obviously sarcasm. But yeah. He is apparently being brought in as backup next season for Moises Caicedo. And obviously there is Lavia in there as well. And Andre Santos, who is apparently backup for Enzo Fernandez. I genuinely can see a world where Santos and Caicedo is that midfield pairing. I think that is probably the most likely outcome. Nkunku, step up, please. I was trying to plan a video earlier this morning, and I've kind of half planned it, but I need to do some more research first, because I feel as though what we're seeing right now from Marmoush at Man City and the role that Marmoush plays is exactly what I think Nkunku would become if Chelsea had a top striker, like a proper target man. He's the person we're aiming for inside the box striker. Someone like a Osimhen or a Gyökeres, if that was the striker that we had and not Jackson. No offense to Jackson, he's good in his own way, but I'm talking about to get the best out of Nkunku. I think having a proper box presence striker and then putting Nkunku next to him would have a similar effect to that of Marmoush's great performances right now next to Haaland at City. So I'm just doing some digging, just looking at some stats, trying to figure out if that is actually a good shout or not. There's a lot of people also saying it's a 3-2-4-1, which would see Cucurella advance with Nkunku alongside. That actually looks quite good too. It's asking a lot of Jadon Sancho though, but then I guess Reece James is there. Interesting. 3-2-4-1 going forward. Welcome to those of you joining the stream right now. We're nearly up to 40. We're nearly at 50% people saying Chelsea are going to win. So there's been a lot more optimistic people joining in the past few minutes or so. It was very much in favour of Arsenal to win when we first started the poll on the stream. Which Victor would you want considering AFCON? I keep looking at Gyökeres and I'm like, this guy's unbelievable. But then I also look at Osimhen and I'm like, I just feel like that narrative there's been a chord that was struck a long time ago that suggested that Osimhen was always destined to stay at Chelsea. So I think if it actually goes through, I just feel as though he could actually be the guy that breaks that curse of signing not the right striker or strikers that underperform or don't hit the expectations than when they were signed. I just feel like Osimhen would be different. Who's delusional? Lovely. Well, why don't you let me know your opinion as well as calling me delusional? Why don't you let me know what your opinion is as well? Then we can have a conversation about it. Why we've never shown an interest in Vlahovic. I think Chelsea have been interested in Vlahovic at one point. But then for whatever reason, we decided against it. I can't remember what it was. I think it was the fact he was injury prone, which is kind of ironic considering how injury prone basically everyone that we've ever bought becomes when they enter the club. So maybe if you buy an injury prone player from now, it will be a different story. What do you think about Palmer not starting? Well, Palmer not starting would be a different kind of scenario to Palmer not even in the squad. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that he's not in the squad suggests that there's a bit of an issue. Or, well, some people are suggesting that he just doesn't want to play. I think that's nonsense. I think that is absolute nonsense. Although, if it's true, if for whatever reason it is true, and this is only me speaking hypothetically, then I think we've got a huge problem. And I also would have to say I told you so. But I actually don't believe that that is the case right now. It could be at some point. He's currently trending worldwide, Cole Palmer, because he's not in the Chelsea team. Everyone is just literally writing prayers for us right now today. But my score prediction is 2-2. I said it in the preview, and I'm sticking with it now. I do think we can get a result today. Let me put this video in the description. Lag? It's lagging again? Surely not. No, the stream health says excellent. It's probably just the VPN that I've got on has to keep flipping jumping sometimes. A few people saying F. Come on, please work. Warning, the current stream's bitrate is lower. Okay. Stream warning. Okay. Still saying it's good. I think it could be a bit jumpy. It's because I'm on a flipping VPN. This is why I need to flipping get this stuff to work. It's been so frustrating. I do have video, but it's not even playing right now, which is even more worrying because then I'll actually take more bandwidth. But oh well. Let me see if I can look at the settings quickly. Yeah, I don't think so. Don't think I can change it now that I've actually... Or can I? Is it possible to change the bit rate of a stream whilst you're streaming on Stream Labs? Does anyone know? Because it looks to me as though I can't. You cannot change these settings when you're live. Shit. Damn it. Oh well. Okay, we're just going to have to hope for the best. It just decides when it wants to do things and when it doesn't. But I'm hoping that we can. Oh, you have to install a plugin for the browser and then the VPN will only be enabled for the browser so the stream won't lag. How to make a VPN only for your browser. That is really smart. I didn't know about that. I'm going to try and do this because this would make such a big difference. It would never lag out, I don't think. ChatGPT is going to go for it for me. Well, we've got nearly 1,400 people in here, which is absolutely epic. And the stream health has gone back to excellent. So I'm going to say it had a little cold. Okay. Your browser's extension store. Chrome Web Store. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. We're on Operation Give the Stream Longevity mode right now. So if I'm not too interactive, don't worry. I'm going to be in a second. Where is it? Okay. Why can I not do this? Click. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. My favorite pundit. Big up GBFC. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Bypass list. Okay, I think I know how to do it. Maybe not. I don't know. Settings. Kill switch. Okay, I don't actually think I know how to do this, but... Oh, well, I tried. Most of the time when I try and like sort things like this out, I end up doing so much more worse damage than I actually intended. So maybe it's better I just don't touch it and we hope for the best. Guys, there's nearly 1,500 of you in the stream, and we are still just over half an hour to go until kickoff. So very grateful for those of you tuning in. I am optimistic today. Not that we're going to beat Arsenal away, but that we can actually get a good result. I think we can get ourselves a draw. And I think that would actually be something to be happy with going into the international break. I'm just hoping that we don't have something disastrous. Like, if we get absolutely cooked today, like if we get battered, do you know what I mean? I don't really know what my threshold of battering is right now. Is it 3-0, 4-0? Like, I don't even want to think about it, basically. But I do think there's always a chance with this Chelsea team that could happen. But I believe today it's not the day. I do believe it's not the day. Whoever advised me about that, make it only for the browser, that was really smart advice, by the way. I appreciate it, but I just don't know how to do it. Let me see if I can do it here. Okay, I'm downloading an extension to add to Chrome. And let's see if that makes a difference. Okay. Okay, I think I might have actually done it, you know. I think we might be about to get the first big dub of the day. If this is the case, we are seriously in business. Yes. I think I'm in. Ladies and gentlemen. Have 432 days left of my subscription. Totally unbelievable, Jeffrey. Click the extension icon in the top corner. Alright, well, that's not there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Allow this extension to read and change all your data on specific sites. Okay, I think I've done it, you know. Wait, if this works, then I'm a genius. Not a valid web address. You've got to be kidding me. Yes, that works. Go on. Okay. So then, if I turn off the VPN, is this going to end my stream? Guys, I think I've done it. We've just had a donation come in from Travel with Kai. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks, Bebek boy. Whoa, we just lost a load of viewers. Out of nowhere. 30 minutes left. 30 minutes to go until kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal in the Premier League away. Can you believe it? Okay, now... So, I think now I can go to the VPN and actually turn it off. Don't. Please stay connected. Do not disconnect. Okay, it says we're still on. It says we're still on. Now it's... Oh, my channel is trying to make me verify myself again. Now we're back. Okay. I think we're okay. And my stream is still showing the game. Now it isn't. Just as I thought I'd actually managed to solve a big problem. I'm now lagging, like, so annoying. Can't I just have a working stream that just works? I genuinely feel like I have, like, the curse of, like, just... People just don't want me to watch football. I think I need to put the VPN back on. Ah, well. Why? We tried. We tried. So VPN is going to have to go back on, guys. My bad. It's fine now. Yeah, to be fair, it's fine now, but now I can't watch the game. This is the problem I have. So now the VPN isn't on. Well, I've paid for a service in Thailand, but for whatever reason, I can't watch on the service that I've paid for. It's just, the reasons are just astronomically ridiculous. Like, you have no idea how many hours this week I've tried to resolve this problem. But I just can't. It's impossible, from what I can see. So I think I'm just going to have to put the VPN on now. Again, which is just so odd. Oh, well. Problems with living in Asia. It's just Asia won't let you download the app or your phone. Like... Make it make sense. It's just some logic out here in Asia sometimes is baffling. Let's call it that. Let's call it baffling. But we do still have 1,000 of you in here, despite the connection trying to screw anything up for me. Ah, Georgie sent me a menu of things that she can give to me. Oh. She said English breakfast, tea, and chocolate. Okay, you guys can pick for me, okay? We've got some snacks on the menu. You guys got to pick. We either got English breakfast tea and McVitie's chocolate digestive biscuits, mango and bovril with an option of spicy sauce, which is an absolute go-to for me. Nachos and salsa, crumpet and Marmite with the option of an added egg. A 7-Eleven banana milkshake, which is actually a protein shake. And a fizzy, which is like an electrolyte drink. So let's see what you guys are preferentiating there. I'm not going to choose. Someone else is going to choose for me. So we got one vote for... Oh, no. Nachos is winning by a lot. But nachos is like the most annoying thing I can eat. That you guys will hear it on like some ASMR shit. Did I say mango and bovril? I exactly said mango and bovril. So like you get the mango, like a stick of mango, and then you dip it in bovril. Like I just don't ask questions. Just go and do it. Like I'm telling you now. Get fruit and dip it in bovril. It sounds like, because it is two polar opposite tastes and flavors. 7-Eleven toasties are elite. Jacob, you are so on the money, mate. When I first came to Thailand, like, how many years ago? Like, nearly 8 years ago, basically. It was always 7-Eleven toasties with, like, protein milkshakes, or back then it was, like, cartons of, like, Nesquik for me. Unbelievable. Such good snacks. I think I even got a 7-Eleven fake tattoo on the beach in Koh Phangan once. Pretty sure that we've all done silly things like that at some point in our lives, haven't we? Hopefully it's a good game. Well, I agree. GBFC culture, man. I don't know if you mean that in a positive sense or a negative sense. Beer time, nah. To be fair, just not really. Like I had a couple of beers the other night, but I'm not really in the mood for beers at the moment. Like it's just not the time. Do you know what I mean? You know, like you go through phases where you're like, God, a lovely beer would be nice now. Obviously, there's a time and a place for it, but I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Positive. Okay, good. I like that. Very good, Mohsin. We have to bring some kind of culture to the stream because I do live in a culturally interesting place, I would say, compared to a lot of people, I guess. So what are we saying then? I'm going to give the options again. English breakfast tea and chocolate biscuits, mango and bovril, nachos and salsa, crumpet and Marmite, 7-Eleven banana milkshake, protein shake that is, and an electrolyte drink. Get your votes in now. I've seen so many nachos that it could just end up being the nacho that is the victor. But get your votes in now. We've got nachos coming in again. Nachos and salsa, crumpet and Marmite. But nachos and salsa is dominating the proceedings. Nacho and bickies after, okay? We've got some forward-thinking people here. There was nothing on the menu that said I couldn't order twice. Marmite and crumpets. Crumpets and Marmite. English breakfast 100%. Mango, refreshing. I like your way of thinking. Although I'm quite cold right now, so I don't know if something cold is a good idea. Saying that, the only thing there that is warm is a cup of tea. Guinness. I mean, if someone gave me a pint of Guinness right now, I would 100% drink it. But Benson, I think I'm watching too much GBFC because now my dreams consist of you talking about Chelsea. Wow. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It depends if they're good dreams or not. If they're positive dreams and Chelsea are winning football matches, then keep watching. But if they're weird, then I suggest maybe you take a little break from the channel for a while. I don't really want you to be having weird dreams, mate. Do you know what? I feel like I got deja vu right now. Didn't someone say that on Jan Football Therapy's Instagram today? I'm pretty sure I've already read that someone was dreaming about Jan. And I think it was him that put that on his story. That's so weird. Jessica says, big problem, if I get my words out, that Palmer's been left out. It could turn out to be a big problem. Let's not beat around the bush, as the phrase goes. It could be a nightmare. Let's be real. But we are going to be optimistic. For now. Until 15 minutes when we're 2-0 down, I really hope it's not. I hope it isn't a repeat of Spurs away. Actually, no. I hope it is a repeat of Spurs away, but the full story, the whole narrative of that game. I hope, if we go 2-0 down, that we have the comeback of the season and we win away from home. If Chelsea beat Arsenal today 4-3, I swear, I don't know what I'll do, but it will just make the whole of the next 2 weeks just so much better. I cannot stress enough to you how making videos on this channel is so dependent on Chelsea's results, which is why I'm so happy that I've got more GBFC, because I've got so many cool ideas for content and videos over the next 2 weeks that I'm just going to be pumping out content on that channel. Obviously, I'm still going to be making videos here, but they're just so much better to make when we've won. So much better. And if it's Arsenal that we beat away, my word. Because technically, we could end Arsenal's season today in the league. We could. If Chelsea beat Arsenal today, and on a weekend that Liverpool don't play in the league, because they can win another trophy, if Arsenal don't make any points on them today, it is like done. Do you know what I mean? I think I worked it out that when Chelsea play Liverpool, they've already won the league. In the predictions video I did on More GBFC, I've got Chelsea to play against Liverpool at the Bridge when Liverpool are already champions, which could give Chelsea a chance of a win. Which is why that video was so fun to make, actually. Strongly recommend you check it out. Okay. So I've got the stream back working again, which is good. Without Palmer, this will be hard. Palmer is sick. Are we actually getting some official confirmations now as to why Palmer is out? Guys, I wanna set a target for you right now. Can we hit 500 likes before kickoff? We are 130 away. And there's still over 1,000 of you in here before the games even began. So I'm curious. Can we do this? Smack a like on the stream right now. And subscribe to the George Benson Football channel if you are new. So, I have not ordered from the girlfriend menu. But I'm going to ask for a fizzy. Please, darling, order one of the evening. Please inform me when the shop closes, maestro. It's funny, I'm reading all of this out loud right now and texting, but she can hear me because she's the other side of the wall. When did we become so dependent on one player? OMG. The other players need to step up. This is their time to prove it. I agree, Peter K. But the issue is, like, Chelsea, the days of Chelsea having a spine of a team that you could rely on any one of them to deliver something that would be a game changer or like even title changers, you know. The days of having those players scattered throughout the whole team are well and truly over. Eden Hazard did hold that mantle for a very long time by himself. And since that, we've just been looking, really, for that talisman. We've been looking for that guy. Palmer became that guy. And I'm just hoping today that we don't get that proven more. Because that would just... for Chelsea to get battered today and not put in a good performance and then Palmer not be playing, that would just show how heavily reliant we are on him, which puts so much pressure on his shoulders, regardless of who says it or how you look at it. It would just make it factual information. Thank you, darling.
It's still fizzing.
It is still fizzing. Okay, I'll give it a little break. You okay?
Mm-hmm. How are you doing?
Doing very good. Just had a donation from Kevin saying, have you ever visited Vietnam? I have. You have too, haven't you?
This week? Yes, I have.
We might go this week, actually. Potentially.
Or if not, definitely
Ex-
beginning of May.
Or if not, at the beginning of May. Vietnam, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Okay. Shop closes probably about 10.
10? What are you doing now?
Editing my video.
You're editing your video?
Yeah. Everything you need to know in under 3 minutes.
Wow. Okay, good luck.
Thanks, well.
Keep going with it.
I will.
Thank you. Okie dokie. We're 15 minutes from kickoff, guys. This has been a very, very good pre-game start to the stream so far. I'm happy with this. There is still 1,000 of you in here right now for a huge game. Arsenal versus Chelsea. My stream is just frozen again. I really hope this doesn't do this today. I really hope today we can have a fluid stream that works. The London Derby table. Chelsea have only lost one London Derby this season. They've won 4, drawn 3, lost 1, 15 points. The only team to get more points than Chelsea this season in London Derbies is Arsenal. Which is not a good stat, is it? When is the next link up with Joey or Josh? Good question. With this, I'm going to actually message them both probably tomorrow and see if they want to do something this week. It's a good time this, well, I mean, I say that, like, I never want an international break normally. I'm kind of excited this time because we get to see Thomas Tuchel manage England, which I'm absolutely buzzing about. And for the first time in, like, I'm going to say since about 2008, I'm going to say, going into the 2010 World Cup, I was excited. But for the first time in like 15 years, I'm actually excited to watch England in qualifiers. I still think qualifiers are really annoying, which is also very arrogant to say that as an English person who expects their country to qualify. But like a spade is a spade, you know, like it's not entertaining to see England play San Marino twice or, you know, any of the other minnows that you just know you're going to beat. Your Andorras of the world, your Liechtensteins, your Luxembourgs. I can't think of any others. Malta. There's a lot of whooping boys, isn't there, in the European qualifiers? There's a lot of whooping boys. But now I just love Thomas Tuchel, so I want to see him celebrating. And I love what he's saying as well about the national anthem, about how he's got to earn the right to sing the national anthem. I think that's so good. Like, how classy is that? Do you know what I mean? James McKenzie, thank you for the donation. As a young fan, I've never seen Chelsea beat Arsenal. How young are you? How can you type? You've never seen Chelsea beat Arsenal. How are you able to type? You must be a very smart, like, 2 or 3-year-old. When was the last time we beat Arsenal? When? Don't tell me it was in the Europa League final. It wasn't. We've beaten them since then. When was the last time Chelsea beat Arsenal? I think the last time we beat Man United was longer ago. Oh, my word. It actually was the 29th of May, 2019. No way. That can't be true. That cannot be true. I refuse to believe that it's been 6 years since we beat Arsenal. When was the last time Chelsea beat Arsenal? It can't be. This is actually going to blow my mind if this is true. Okay, we won 2-0. Wait, Chelsea last defeated Arsenal at the Emirates in 2021. 2-0 victory. 6 Premier League encounters. Arsenal have won 5 and drawn once. 2021. Okay, cool. Yes, the Lukaku game. I knew it was sooner than that. I knew it was not since that flipping Europa League final, for goodness sake. ChatGPT is smarter than... To be fair, the Google search these days is just rubbish, isn't it? ChatGPT is actually more accurate. ChatGPT is where I made the flipping the stadium thing that I made that you guys saw on Instagram and TikTok and stuff the other day. Get the first goal, then aim to get the second. I mean, what you're saying makes so much sense, but the reality when watching Chelsea is so different. We can say, let's get the first goal, then go for the second one. But, like, how many times have we actually done that? That's the problem. We don't do that, unfortunately. Unless it's the second half at the Molineux, in which case then we did. I'm going to try and get a bit more comfortable. This chair is kind of like stuck on this carpet rug thing that we've got going on here. Don't really roll over it very nicely. Anyway, 10 minutes to go. We've got some nerves in the chat, I can see, from Amma B. I'm a wasp, mate. We won in August 2021. Recently, Reece James scored. Did we win in August 2021? I don't remember that. We beat United 4-3 last season. How could I forget that? That's actually a criminal offence that I've even just suggested that. Bad news is my stream keeps flipping lagging, which is a flipping nightmare. We might be cooked, says Snicker. Big, big game. All right, there's over 1,000 of you still here. We have got 9 minutes to go. Surely Palmer isn't 6 still. I mean, what do you mean still? The guy played on Thursday night. Chris is still saying 2-0. If I had to make one change to the lineup besides Palmer, who would it be? I would absolutely have Lavia in the starting 11 today. If Lavia's fit, I think Chelsea with the midfield that has Lavia, Caicedo and Enzo in it, it's just so much better. If we're looking at the stats from Arsenal, actually, this is very interesting to look at this here. The goals per game this season is so much lower XG and lower shots per game than in any of the last 3 seasons, which... I mean, if we're clutching at straws, trying to look for positives to give Chelsea a chance, then these are positive statistics. However, I am still relatively scarred from the 5-0 drubbing that we got last season, where after that 5-0 loss, I was calling for Pochettino's head. I just pray that we don't have anything close, remotely close to that kind of scoreline today from Chelsea, because I think we just put ourselves in the mud. I think it's just a bit too embarrassing to lose to your biggest rivals 2 years in a row by such a catastrophic, capitulating scoreline, you know? Kepa one save of the month. It's an interesting conversation about Kepa, isn't it? Because I spend so much time criticising our goalkeepers and we don't have a good goalie, we need a better keeper, we need to sign another keeper and all that stuff. But meanwhile, Kepa is having such a good season with flipping Bournemouth. But for whatever reason, like, please give me your thoughts and opinions on this as well. For whatever reason, like, I just don't want Kepa back at Chelsea. Like, I feel like there was just so many moments from him where I'm like, are you taking the piss, mate? Are you serious? Why are you doing that? Why are you saying that? That I've kind of just like, I'd rather just be over and done with it now. Do you know what I mean? I think he's done too much damage to himself and his reputation with Chelsea fans, for me. And the thing is, right, if we got Kepa back, let's say this. You get Kepa back and then he makes like a Jorgensen or Sanchez-esque howler. And then the revisionism on it being Kepa would just mean that he would just get absolutely destroyed by Chelsea fans, I think. And that's when we start to look like idiots, you know, because we do look kind of spoiled as it is, that we've spent so much money and yet we're still unhappy. And I think that's just naturally the way that opposition fans and rivals, and some even Chelsea fans will say like, oh, you're so spoiled, look how much money the club's spending. But it's very much more like how the club are spending. You know, like, there's no point buying a 1-year-old child a 50 grand watch. You know what I mean? Like, they don't see the value of the 50 grand watch. There's no point. It's just a waste of money and time. Kepa is a huge upgrade on Robbo. I am very much inclined to agree with that. Unfortunately, that is the flip side of the coin in this case and scenario. But anyway, we are 6 minutes away from kickoff at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal versus Chelsea in the Premier League. What other games have we got today in the Prem? Obviously, we've got the big cup final, Liverpool-Newcastle later. You've got Tottenham and Fulham at the same time. And then a late kickoff of Leicester City versus Man United. Is that really being played at 8 p.m? How horrible is that? 8 p.m. kickoff on a Sunday. You're kidding me. Who wants to be watching football at 8 on a Sunday? I want to be asleep, mate. Although saying that, it's 8 on a Sunday now, and I'm not asleep. So, I'll take what I can get. This is a great kickoff time for me. We're almost at 500 likes. Yes, we are. Thank you for reminding me, Afisi Moses. Hopefully, now that you've reminded everybody else, everyone's going to smack a like on the bloody stream, mate. All right, 5 minutes to go till kickoff. Do we get the biscuits out? Do we get the nachos out? I don't know. What are you saying? Try living in Australia with the 3 a.m. games. Bro, the late kickoffs in Asia are also 3 a.m. So I'd actually take being in Australia sometimes over being in Asia, because in Asia it's just flipping late and awkward. At least the late kickoffs in Australia is like first thing in the morning. And it's nice, I think, if the sun was coming up and Chelsea were playing. But like sometimes I have to wake up at like 2 a.m. Like, it's such an obnoxious time to wake up and go to sleep before and then stay awake afterwards. And I do it and I manage it. Sometimes I'm dead the next day. But these games, these 8:30 kickoffs, like, this is lovely. Like, 6 things we learned will be done, uploaded. You guys have got your content by 10:30 in the evening. That is lovely for me. We need to get rid of 6 to 8 players this year to stay clear of FFP. Well, you say that as if we made a mistake. We made a mistake. We signed a lot of players we shouldn't have signed. So, yes, we do need to sell that many players. Big time we need to sell. But anyway, 4 minutes to go. I'm going to start getting everything ready very, very soon with the timer and whatnot. We are closing in on 320,100 subscribers on this channel. If you didn't see earlier on today, just for you guys later on your Sunday evening, I did post a news video talking about Dario Asugo, or Esugo, signing from Sporting Lisbon. He'll be joining Chelsea this summer, with Giovanni Quenda also joining from Sporting Lisbon. He will be joining in 2026. It's Crazy that I'm even saying 2026. Like, that is not far away. We're already midway through March. Is it me or is this year just going very quick? Maestro, this fizzy is very nice. Probably just after 10. 4. Thank you, darling. Just let me know if you go to sleep. Okay, players are coming out. 4-3-3 for Arsenal, of course. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, Partey, Rice, Martinelli, Marino, and Trossard. Chelsea, fortunate that Bukayo Saka isn't fit and ready to play today. 3 minutes to go till kickoff. Kai saying 3-1 Chelsea. It's optimistic, mate, but we got to believe. We got to back the boys. Martinelli, Marino, Trossard, the front three for Arsenal. Martinelli worries me, against Chelsea. He turns up against us. What time is it where we are right now? Nearly 8:30 in the evening. 2 minutes to go until kickoff at the Emirates. Come on. Let's get the win. The Chelsea's team, as it's being lined up here, is a 3-4-2-1 with Sanchez in goal, Fofana, Badiashile, Colwill as the defence, James Caicedo and Enzo with Cucurella kind of in the left. So this is a wing-back system. I'm actually really gassed about this, And then Sancho and Nkunku kind of playing in those half spaces behind Pedro Neto. I mean, it's not ideal. You'd much rather have Madueke, Jackson and Palmer out there. But I mean, I'm not turning my nose up at this, until we, well, I say that, give it 5 minutes. But let's see how this goes, because this is interesting. A 3-4-2-1. I think it's so essential that Reece James is fit, though. I think that is a really big one for Chelsea. Okay, we are very, very close to kickoff now. So, Chelsea players walking into the middle. Okay, we're almost ready to go. Chelsea players are in a huddle in the middle of the pitch. Arsenal players doing the same. 3-4-2-1. I mean, I've got flashbacks here. I'm sticking with these thoughts and feelings right now. I know it's purely just pointless. But history has told us that the Emirates Stadium and Chelsea at Arsenal can be monumental moments. They can be watershed, groundbreaking, eye-opening games for Chelsea. And normally, we are reactive as opposed to proactive. So potentially, Maresca is being proactive today instead of reactive by just playing a back three, which we could have seen for a while. Come on. Kickoff is underway. Here we go. Arsenal-Chelsea, we are underway. In the Premier League. Big, big game. And I'm going to end the poll now. Thank you for those of you that have got involved. 47% Chelsea, 30% Arsenal, 23% saying draw. Okay. The pitch looks good, I'm not going to lie. Go on, Nkunku. Pressure. I want to see these players fighting today. I want to see some passion. Movement. I don't want to see anybody not pressing, anybody giving up on the ball. Arsenal probably going to have a lot of the ball. David Raya is also a goalkeeper in very, very good form, so we're going to have to be at our best to beat him today. Good morning, Scott, wherever you are in the world. Oh, what a ball from Raya. It's a good start from Arsenal in the first minute of this game. Declan Rice now coming forward. Lewis Skelly up against Reece James. And Reece James gets a little challenge, and it's an early corner here from Arsenal. Now, England teammates as well. Delaware, USA, mate. Nice one. Welcome. Early corner, though, for Arsenal. 90 seconds in. Chelsea haven't seen the ball yet. Where's Palmer? Palmer is apparently muscle fatigue. Some people are saying he's sick. Some are saying muscle fatigue. I genuinely don't think anyone knows at the moment. Well, they might do. Early corner for Arsenal in the 2nd minute of the game. This is where they have been dangerous, but they haven't scored, I think, for 11 matches from set pieces after being by far and away a team that was reliant on set pieces for such a long time. Declan Rice is going to put the corner in. And then it's, I think, Lewis Skelly is, no, Jurrien Timber got on the end of it. Goal kick for Chelsea. Palmer needed some rest. I think ideally he'd have been rested before this difficult run of games. But the thing is, so many people are out of form. Like, what could we do? Badia Shields giving the ball straight back. Literally, the first time we get possession, and we already give the ball away. And now Arsenal back on the attack again. Caicedo with the tackle on Odegaard. Now, on the edge of the area, Trossard's there. Oh, that looked like it could have gone anywhere. Trossard has hit it wide. Oh, dear. This is, from what I can see in the opening 3 minutes of this game, Arsenal are looking very, very bright indeed. There was a cutback. Trossard. That is actually really close, to be fair. I think if that's on target, it's gone in. Sanchez is rooted to the spot. And it just goes wide. Looked like it could have taken a deflection, but it didn't. Chelsea now playing out from the back with a different kind of setup from the goal kicks here. But Fofana does get it forward. Can we just keep the ball, please, for see if we can keep the ball for 60 seconds. Sanchez goes long, which usually doesn't mean something good. But Cucurella does win the header. And the header finds nobody. Back to Arsenal. It's like 10 seconds we had the ball there. 15 seconds maybe. According to Oracle Cloud, Chelsea have got a 21% chance of winning this game. So, it's a 1 in 5, boys. It's a 1 in 5. Enzo with a foul. I think I had that in my build-a-bet. Have you missed anything crucial? Not yet. Not yet. Still early doors. Still 0-0. Chelsea just got to ride out this little early Arsenal pressure wave, though, I think. Obviously, Arsenal quite often come out of the blocks quite quickly at home. Caicedo there lunging in. And it's a good tackle from Caicedo. Caicedo's obviously had his say about what he's going to be like, considering he's on that yellow before Tottenham. Looks like it's almost a foul there on Caicedo. Go on, Nkunku. Oh, and Nkunku's already moaning. Come on, mate. Get on with it. Foul from Cucurella. No creativity. It's a bit too soon. Like, we're just feeding our way into this game right now. But I see the concerns. I think there's a lot of width that we're showing here early doors. But players aren't close enough together. And Arsenal they're very smart on this thing. They put a lot of pressure when you're trying to play those positional games and you're trying to get into those spots. Arsenal don't give you any breathing space. So Chelsea have got to be intricate on the ball. We've got to look for those little inside passes. Little runs. Like, if players aren't going to make the runs, of course there's going to be no creativity in this team. We need to make efforts to make more dynamic movements. Badia Shields playing in the middle. Or it looks like Colwell's playing centrally and Badia Shields playing closer to Cucurella. And Nkunku again is on the floor. He needs to get stronger, man. He's just looking for the flipping foul all the time, but there's nothing in it. 6% possession so far from Chelsea, as it's another tackle there from Caicedo. Cucurella. Here is Nkunku. Now Caicedo. Come on, Chelsea. Keep it for a little bit. Let's actually build an attack now, shall we? Sanchez. This guy, man. Kicks it long. Go on, Enzo. Enzo Fernandez, if he's going to be the guy that we're aiming for with these goal kicks, like when Sanchez is going long, if we're aiming for Enzo Fernandez against Saliba or Gabriel or Timber, like, you got to pray for the man. I'm telling you. We're just going to keep giving the ball away if we do that. We don't have anyone to aim for, really, when Sanchez hits it in the air. So Arsenal will actually be playing for that, I think, because it's just the easiest, cheapest way for them to gain possession back. Caicedo does make an interception there. Reece James in the middle. Now Jadon Sancho. He's got Pedro Neto overlapping. Go on. I've actually got a bet today on Fofana to score or Reece James to score. So that is my rogue shout of the day. But Reece James is playing very high up the pitch right now. Chelsea with a good little spell here. Badiashile. If Badiashile can go back to those days where he looked comfortable on the ball, then we're in for a treat. Levi Colwill, that is shocking. For someone supposedly known for the way he does spray those long passes, that was bad. Can't just give the ball away cheaply. GBFC to the world. Anyone have a stream link? No, mate. Do what we all have to do and struggle. Take a shot. I mean, I'd like to see people try and shoot from range, and Reece James is one of those players that can shoot from range. But we just don't ever really see it, do we? I do miss James high out wide as a wing back attacking. Yeah, I mean, if you'd have said to me that Chelsea would have a back three, I would have probably said that Reece James would have been playing as a wing-back, but he's playing very high up the pitch. Oh, Trossard's won that. Well played, Reece, stepping in. Chelsea have only lost one match this season when Wesley... No, Sanchez, you absolute... Oh, he's at it. He's done it again. And he's nearly done it again. How... Oh, bruv. How did... Bro... I don't understand this guy, man. I don't understand how you can be this bad. Go on. Sanchez has nearly screwed us twice in one breath. I'm just going to laugh, okay? Because otherwise I'm going to start getting annoyed. But, like, I told you, man, so many times. How does Maresca not see it? It's just funny. You've just got to laugh, bro. Because then he catches it, but then he almost drops it straight into Trossard's feet. Like, I just don't get the bloke. Damaging heart rate since I don't know when, mate. Deary me. And Maresca said that he didn't put Jorgensen in because of the errors. He put Sanchez again. Straight back to us. Oh, bro. But Maresca said that he was worried about his mental health. Which, you know, fair enough. Like, I hope he's okay. But, like, the performances on the pitch, like, this is not a charity. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is football. Like, what are you doing out there still when you keep making this many errors? So, Philip Jorgensen lost his spot because Maresca was just simply resting Sanchez for a little mental... flipping moment. All right, 10 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Fulham 0, Spurs 0 as well. There's over 1,000 of you in here as well, so welcome to those of you that have joined the stream. Sanchez is quality, someone says. Weather looks nice at the Emirates. Let's call it that. The weather looks nice. Apparently it's cold, though. Stop complaining. Nah. No, Cucurella's gone down. Oh. Sanchez, what are you doing? Catch it! Oh, what? Bro. What is wrong with him? Like, is he doing it on purpose? Like, he's doing it on purpose, bro. I swear. Like, what is this? I just cannot watch this guy. Like, I should have literally seen the fact he was starting and been like, no, you know what? I should go to a nice little cocktail bar and eat some flipping nuts and apricots or something. Like, what am I doing watching? What is he doing? He's a Class A prat, this bloke. He really is. Declan Rice with a volley that he sends over. Chelsea so lucky there that our dog shit goalkeeper hasn't given us yet another reason to concede a goal. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh. What is going on? I'm telling you, so far we are very lucky that it's 0-0 because of our goalkeeper. Well, we're not lucky because of him. We're almost unlucky because of him. Anyway, Arsenal still in possession of the ball. Chelsea can't really get anywhere with possession right now. Arsenal looking comfortable. Declan Rice, he knows. Oh, it's a good effort from Rice. Hits it just wide. Declan Rice knows to shoot, to be fair. He's not stupid. Declan Rice looking. Let's make a Sanchez crypto coin. You've stopped watching the game on TV. You're just joining the watch along. Fair enough, mate. I appreciate that. Welcome to those of you that are in here. On the bicep. Okay, Chelsea. Do we have the ball? Yes, we do. Enzo Fernandez coming forward for Chelsea. GBFC to the world, says Samuel Akpan. Sancho has it. Go on. Go on, Sancho. He's done really well there. Still got it, but he's not really got anywhere. That's a foul. Declan Rice with a foul on Enzo. Good. Not that I think we're going to do much from set pieces against Arsenal. Probably. But good work from Sancho there. People are saying that that would have been a penalty. That should have been a penalty. Screw it, Oxford United all the way. All right, Reece James got the free kick. Pedro Neto and Reece James over the free kick. Come on. Reece James puts the ball in. Such a bad ball. Like, there's no one there. Sancho's chasing it. Keeps it in play. Coventry won again yesterday. Unbelievable scenes. Arsenal winning the ball back again. Arsenal's press is so good. Because they do it, everybody does it. Like, Sanchez, in 15 minutes, Arsenal fans are already are like, oh, when Sanchez gets the ball because they're so expecting him to give it straight to them. Come on. Go on. That's a foul. Wait, is that a foul on who? Declan Rice with another foul? Or is that Partey with a foul this time? He ain't even fat anymore. Who are you on about? I mean, that could technically be seen as an elbow. And of course, the commentary, like, I don't think there's anything sinister about that. If it was the other way around, if that was Cucurella doing it on someone, then they would immediately assume that it was sinister. Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking annoying. I mean, I don't. The thing is, if you Thomas Partey, that's an even worse tackle. Thomas Partey on Pedro Neto, that could be a red card. Like, are they like that? I think there could be a red card there, but they won't give it. They just won't give it. It's not good for the entertainment of the league. Do you know what I mean? If Arsenal lose to Chelsea today, then the title race is over. They don't want that. That is pure conspiracy theory. I don't actually think that's the case. Just to let you know. I'm not going to play that card. But that could have easily been a red. Just saying. That could have easily been a red. Some people are saying clear and obvious. Some are saying not a chance. I mean, it depends, I reckon, what age you are. Like, if you grew up watching Roy Keane and Robbie Savage, you'd probably say that's not a red card. But the modern-day fan might say something else. Grow up, George, someone says. God, get under some people's skin, don't we? Arsenal on the attack, though. Come on, Nkunku. Stay tight to him. Don't let him cross. Sanchez flaps at it. Trossard. And he's dragged the shot wide again. Sanchez doesn't claim the ball. And he flaps it straight to Trossard. And Chelsea are lucky again, I'm telling you. 18 minutes. It's now 3 times that we've had a potential Sanchez error that would have led to an Arsenal goal. Unbelievable. Again and again and again and again and again. It's like a broken record. I keep seeing this guy say JBFC to the world. It's G, but appreciate it. George, you're better than Sanchez in goal. I used to be a goalie, to be fair. They claim we don't need a goalkeeper. We really do, let's be honest. I think Petrovic could be a good shout next season. I'm hoping so. Like, the commentary are even saying now that Arsenal players should just keep shooting because it's Sanchez in goal. Like, that's how bad he is, guys. Even neutral, well, I say neutral. It doesn't feel like it's a neutral, but like even commentators are saying. To be fair, this is not a good start. Chelsea are very lucky that it isn't 1-0 to Arsenal at minimum already here because we've not offered anything going forward. Raya's not made a save. Badiashile there, looking to get round Martinelli. Martinelli still going. And Cucurella hooks it away for another Arsenal corner, but Martinelli does well. Crescencio, thank you for your 5th time donation on the stream. Cheers for the £2, mate. Badiashile cannot keep up with Martinelli, and he's kind of like clipping at him a little bit. But an Arsenal corner will probably mean an Arsenal goal. They haven't scored from corners for a while, so I would not be surprised to see them score now. Arsenal corner, 20 minutes into the game. Corner played in. Odegaard's there. Near post header. Oh, and it's a goal. We knew it. I literally called it. It's so obvious. It's always obvious. And Mikel Merino has made it 1-0 to Arsenal. Oh, dear. It's so expected at this point. Like, it's just ridiculous. How we've managed to just... How of Arsenal, after 11 games without scoring from a corner, why is it Chelsea that bring them back to scoring from set pieces? And it's 1-0. And that dream of an international break with a win is already looking like it's going to be over. From what we've seen so far, we've created nothing going forward. Sanchez is flapping at it again. Like, it's a really good header, to be fair. Of all of the errors, I think that's the least error-like from Sanchez. But he kind of comes out for it, and then he's totally out of position. And it loops over him, and it goes in. That's the goal. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Easy. Too easy. Oh, dearie me. 21 minutes. It's just rubbish, isn't it? Like, we've offered nothing as well so far, which is the biggest concern. Enzo Fernandez, like, to even dream of getting back in the game just seems ridiculous. Like, we've dispossessed so easily. Cucurella right now looks shook. And I don't not like usually using the phrase shook, because it's kind of like one of those, like, modern-day overused phrases, but he just looks as though they're under his skin because they keep getting beaten on that left-hand side, going around the back. And an early goal for Arsenal also gives their fans a good reason to be flipping screaming right now too. Nkunku's done nothing so far. I'd say that he's been the worst outfield player. As per usual, Sanchez is able to claim the plaudits for the worst player on the pitch, as he regularly does. But Chelsea need to respond now because, well, I think a second goal for Arsenal, and you know exactly what's happening to our heads. We've got no leadership. That's why. But so far, this is too easy for Arsenal. Far too easy. They're just running rings around us. Trossard out on the left wing now. They're being able to create their own width as well when they need it. Martinelli clipped the ball over towards Timber. Nkunku gets tight for now, but he'll probably end up giving him so much space. Nkunku, man, make a flipping effort to make a tackle. Nkunku is absolutely useless when it comes to defensive work. Like, you might as well not move back, mate. Like, you literally might as well not move. Can you see Nkunku ever make a tackle? Has anyone ever seen him do that? Please enlighten me. Arsenal intercepted again. This is the most easiest game that Arsenal will ever play. Like, genuinely, this is so bad from Chelsea right now. It's a foul from Wesley Fofana as well. Declan Rice giving it the big one. Wesley Fofana standing up to him. Enzo Fernandez runs over. Big up to Enzo for that, to be fair. Big up. But flipping Nkunku, man, waste of time. Absolute waste of time. I wanted him to play today because I thought he deserved it. But, I mean, he looked good against Southampton, so maybe it's more for me. Oh, VAR are looking at it. He's going to send him off, aren't they? Just don't bother, mate. Like, it's a waste of time. Like, no one wants to see Fofana sent off for this. Nobody does. This can't be a red. How can... No, Wesley can't get sent off for this. Okay, so they're saying that there was not enough force in it. That's the correct decision. That is the correct decision. Declan Rice isn't happy, but we get away with it. It would be the most Chelsea thing now that we get a stupid red card. Do you know what I mean? If we capitulate from here, it's just an embarrassment. I'm not ending the stream. We don't need to end the stream. However, the scoreboard still isn't updating itself automatically. It's kind of annoying, but it's back now. I've got it done now. Oh, Nkunku just made a tackle. Nkunku just made a tackle, guys. Come on, Chelsea. Yes, Caicedo again. Big tackle. Now Pedro Neto. Come on. Someone needs to make a run. Like, who's going to make the lung-busting runs or bursting runs? Somebody needs to make the flipping runs here. Enzo Fernandez is currently the only player moving for Chelsea. Other than that, go on, Enzo. Go on, look at this. This is what happens when you actually fight. Go on. I mean, it's a dreadful effort, really, but fair play to him, you know. Fair play. For 25 minutes, we finally see a Chelsea player actually make a bit of effort to get close to an Arsenal man, put pressure on him. Fair play to Enzo Fernandez for that. First shot. 25 minutes. We're just giving Arsenal too much respect, man. You know why? Because there's no flipping leaders out there reminding them that they're playing for Chelsea, that we've got to play and fight against these good teams. It's the reason we don't beat anyone who's actually good. And I don't want to hear that we beat Tottenham because they're rubbish. Saying that, they'll probably beat us next week if we play anything like this. Like, there's no fight. Anyway, it's only 1-0. Flipping heck. It should be more, to be honest. It absolutely should be more. Well, there's 1,600 of you in here right now. Appreciate those of you that are joining. Nkunku's got the ball. Come on, Chelsea. Let's just string some passes together, can we? Nkunku with the ball down the line towards Neto, who will put it out for... That's the best we can hope for right now, is that we don't just kick it straight out for a goal kick. We just kick it out for a throw in their half. To put what kind of pressure on them, though? That's the thing. It's only 1-0 for now. Yeah, they're running rings around us. This is such an easy game for Arsenal right now. Fofana wins the header. No one else is there to win the second one. Caicedo. James with very late. That's a foul. Is that Fofana or Reece James? Reckless challenge again. I think Wesley Fofana needs to chill out a little bit too, to be honest. Stop moaning. Like, are you even watching the game, mate? Like, what do you want me to do? Say good things? Do you want me to say something positive about something that's complete and utter dross? It's just weird at this point, isn't it? Like, people just want you to be positive for what? Positive for no reason. Like, if I saw more players actually, like, chasing after winning the ball back and actually pressing, then I'd have something to at least connect to, you know? Like, I'm looking for something to latch onto when it comes to optimism. And I very rarely find that at the moment, even though we've won 4 matches in a row leading up to this game. But I said that in the Copenhagen game. It feels weird. Now Neto running at the Arsenal defence. This is where we saw Chelsea score against Arsenal earlier this season. Neto's ball in. There's no one there. There's no one there. Cucurella back to Caicedo. Like, there's just no one there. Arsenal will let us do this all day long because they know that we have got no one in the box to actually win it. But they'll keep pressing. They'll keep chasing after us. Fofana, that is shit. We are good. Stop talking nonsense, mate. Stop talking nonsense. We're not playing well whatsoever. Like, what sport are you watching if you think we're doing good? Tell me. Even David Raya, creatively, is doing better than any Chelsea player out there right now. The Arsenal goalie is playing more meaningful forward passes than our whole team. And obviously, I know the goalie can only pass it forwards. When I say meaningful forward passes, I mean like breaking lines, getting past the first line of Chelsea's defence or attack. Do you know what I mean? Like, Raya can make one pass and bypass 4 players. Whereas Sanchez makes one pass and it goes straight to a red shirt. Like, you see the differences here? Like, that is the difference. We give the ball away whenever we have it. And they keep it and do something with it, and every one of their players can find a decent pass. Like, it's just so clear to me these days watching us play. That's a foul again. Colwill this time. That's a yellow card. Levi Colwill's been booked. Deary me, we've got an hour to go. I can seriously see players getting sent off here. Reece James also all over Declan Rice like a rash. That's a dreadful tackle from Colwill. Like, he's just... Like, that is an awful tackle. Such a bad tackle. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, this is not the way that you channel frustration. If you're winning 1-0, yeah, you want to scare them a little bit. You want to make them see like they're not going to get anything back easily. But we've just conceded. They're all over us. And now we're also adding erratic fouls into our game. Deary me. Deary, deary me. 30 minutes gone. Arsenal with a free kick again in a dangerous position. Odegaard's going to whip into the box. Moises Caicedo. It'll be another... No, it won't. Arsenal corner. Throw in. Oh, possible penalty to Arsenal. Bloody hell, mate. Apparently it's a penalty now. Like, Badia Shields just... Why would you do that when he's kicked the ball? Why would you do that when he's kicked the ball? Badia Shield has just shoved Jurrien Timber. For no reason. He's going nowhere, mate. Just stick on him. I don't think that's a penalty, to be fair. But you could see how it was given. You know those ones where, like, you personally don't think it could be, but, like, because there's a percentage chance that it could be, they might give it? Nah. But if he's in an offside position, then it can't be a penalty, surely. Arsenal, after 30 minutes, have ran 3 kilometres more than us in total. It's been very easy for them so far, I'll tell you that much. Very easy. Oh, dear. Go on, Enzo. Somebody's got to make a flipping tackle here. Mate, it's GBFC, not J. You keep putting J. My club is broken beyond repair. I don't think it's I think a lot of the internals are broken beyond repair. But on the pitch, I think there's definitely stuff that can improve, and we will improve. But it's all dependent on how we ran. It's every single thing we're seeing out there today is reflective of having signed no experience. That's what it is. Arsenal are up for it. They're keeping compact. They're keeping composed. So now we become erratic because we don't have that composure. And if people still don't believe that, then, well, I don't know. Like it's clear as day to me. Clear as day. And if you look at the history of this fixture, right? Chelsea used to bully Arsenal. Arsenal would be the ones being bullied because Chelsea would have leaders. We would have big players, you know. We'd have players that fight. We'd have players that run. Remember what Diego Costa used to do to Arsenal? He'd get players sent off. He'd score goals against them. Didier Drogba scored every time he played against Arsenal virtually. Constantly bullying them. But now it's the opposite. We got no big players. We got no strong, muscular players. We got nobody to, you know, go into a challenge with them apart from Caicedo, who's worried that he's going to probably get a yellow card. The difference in the press is outrageous. Chelsea give the ball away again from the back. Martinelli, and again, Arsenal blaze it over. Like, we are only in this game still 34 minutes in because they're missing all of their chances. Like, Arsenal's finishing has been so bad so far. So bad. Maresca's part of the problem here. Yeah, he is. Of course he is. I'm not voiding Maresca of criticism whatsoever. But like, I don't think we're talking here necessarily about tactics. I think we're genuinely talking about a serious lack of effort from a lot of the players. Like, there's no point in having exciting tactics if you can't even do the basics right. Like, Badiashile passes the ball to a red shirt every time. Sanchez gives the ball to a red shirt every time. Sancho and Nkunku can't tackle and don't press. Like, these are basics. These are footballing basics that we just don't have. So why would I sit here blaming the manager? Cucurella is now getting forward for Chelsea. Go on. Now Nkunku, edge of the area. Reece is there. Arsenal pressing again to win the ball back. Now Sancho. Oh, come on, mate. Take him on. Stop bitching. Mate, you're a weirdo, bro. How can all of these flipping false positivity people still be coming out telling me this is negative? Like, just it's what it is. Like, I'm literally watching the same game as all of you. You cannot tell me the way that Chelsea play is pragmatic even, let alone entertaining. It's just not. Why can't they just play Bettinelli? Why do you have to spam that 50 times? Stop yapping, start clapping. I mean, he's also spamming it like a weirdo, but you know, I'll give you a 3 out of 10 for that one. Not bad. Come on, Chelsea. Keep the ball. Get it in the box. Let's make some meaningful passes now, can we? Clapping what? That's it. I would agree. I do agree, should I say. Come on. That's a lovely ball from James. Sancho with the touch. Don't go back. Enzo's there. Go on. Go on, Neto. Get the shot away, son. Nkunku's there. Cucurella. Go on. Oh, what an effort. Oh, my word. That is actually so close. Mark Cucurella with the volley. David Raya he's taken a little pill from Robert Sanchez's dressing room, isn't he? Bloody hell, mate. We almost got a gift there. The ball is bobbling around in the box. Chelsea players getting shots away. Cucurella's hit it quite cleanly, but nothing really too powerful. And David Raya has almost done a Jorgensen against Aston Villa there. But that's good football, though, from us, to be fair. Corner now for Chelsea. Come on. Give me that Wesley Fofana goal, please. Oh, and then he gives it straight to flipping Raya. Yeah, that Bernardo Quaver and them set pieces, yeah? All right, then, mate. Cucurella is once again Chelsea's biggest goal threat. I mean, that is... Oh, Sanchez. Good pass, mate. Well done. All right, Chelsea with a good little spell here. Come on, Nkunku. Yeah, I mean, to be in the position to have a corner was quite a good position to be in, and then all of a sudden the corner was just very underwhelming. Good 30-second spell. It's a good minute here, this from Chelsea, to be fair. If this was like boxing rounds, we'd win this minute. Go on. Go on, Neto. Nkunku, back to Neto. That's good football. Cucurella, this is much better. Go on. Headed away again. There's no one in the box, though. That's why. Go on. Come on. This is a good little spell from Chelsea here. It's a bit better. Now the Arsenal fans are singing, "Come on, Arsenal." Still 0-0 in the Fulham game. Chelsea fans are now piping up too with a bit good old "Come on, Chelsea." Much louder than the home support. Not that Stamford Bridge can say anything proud about that, to be honest. It's atrocious. But credit to the singing section that was there the other night. God, we've actually had the ball here for about 2 minutes. Can we do something with the ball going forward, though? That is the important bit. It's all well and good having possession, but you've got to do something. Go on. Sancho, Cucurella over. It's just going to go back again. And it's like recycle, rinse, repeat. Arsenal can let us do this all day long. It's toothless. Toothless. Come on, Sancho. Beat him. Cucurella, stretch in. And that'll be a goal kick. It's a goal kick. What a waste. Such a waste of possession. Like, basically 3 minutes with the ball at our feet, but we get nowhere and do nothing and just give it back. It's ridiculous. Come on, Chelsea. 5 minutes to go until half-time. Still 1-0 to Arsenal. Go on. Neto is in round the back here. Gabriel does well. That's a Chelsea corner, though. Good play, Neto. Neto's putting in a shift now. Neto and Enzo with the energy. Come on, Chelsea. Better corner this time, please. Better corner. Pedro Neto's going to take it. Do not hit it near Raya. We need to come up with something creative here because Arsenal will just keep winning the ball from corners. But a goal now would be very, very interesting for the scope of the game. Neto with the corner. It's headed away by Gabriel. Gets it basically halfway up the pitch straight away. Enzo does well. Keeps the possession. Now Caicedo. Reece James. Chelsea have had 77% of possession in the last 10 minutes. Just got to do something with it. Arsenal happy to sit back because we're not probing, really. We're not even poking at this point. Is a defeat respectable here? It's never. I don't think it's ever respectable. It's about the nature of a defeat. If you really fight, you really try, their goalie has a worldy day, then sometimes you will lose. You can't win everything. You can't get it right all the time. There's always going to be defensive performances that can be as good as the strength going forward, to be fair. But at the moment, we're starting to grow into it, but there's got to be something to show for this possession. There's no point just having the ball and doing piss all with it. There's no point. Chelsea fans in good voice, though, which is good. We are keeping the ball, but we're doing nothing. Come on. Like, I just repeat myself, like broken record. Do something. Oh, giving the ball away. Somebody just shoot. Have a shot. I don't care when from. Reece James. Headed away. Come on, Chelsea. Now Jadon Sancho. Go on. Cucurella's in. Nkunku. Is that a pen? Surely that's a penalty. Nkunku's on the floor. Enzo Fernandez shoots and it's gone over. Surely that's going to have to be looked at. Nkunku is down in the box. Was there a foul there? I mean, he's gone down like he's been shot, to be honest. So I'm going to say there must have been a foul. Oh, I mean, I think they've won the ball. I think it's the follow-through, really, that's kind of just got him on the side. That's a painful one, to be fair to Nkunku. But that isn't a penalty. Yeah, it's not a pen. I try not to be as biased as my initial reaction suggests. We've now had 93% of the ball in the last 10 minutes. But there's nothing to show for it. I've just seen your message. Maybe some mango and bov. Maybe it can be. Okay. People saying Fofana injured. I hope not. Oh, he is down, though. We're into the final minute here of the first half. Oh, if the score is 1-0, like, we're not out of it yet. We're not out of it yet. And I would absolutely take a draw from now, to be fair. At least the draw is not as bad as a loss going into an international break. Still Fulham 0, Tottenham 0. Surely he's not injured again, man. Cannot be. Fofana injured. I don't know. Is it? He can't be injured again. Surely not, man. I think he looks like he's winded. Three minutes added on at the end of the first half. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Not sure we're even going to get a chance to get another shot in. The only real chance that we've had was that one moment where Raya decided he wanted to be Sanchez for like a split minute and nearly throw the ball into the back of the net. Make sure you subscribe to the George Benson Football channel if you haven't already done so. And make sure you smack a like on the stream. The goal is 1,000 likes. We're about 350 away right now. And the halftime thought show, which is just not really anything different than the whole stream, really. But the halftime thoughts are going to be interesting here because the game isn't over yet. It's really not. If it stays 1-0, we need to do something going forward. We need to just go for the jugular, as they say. Good footballing phrase. Martinelli, a second goal would be a disaster, though, before half-time. That would change the narrative a lot. For Sanchez. Oh, dear. No. Oh, Caicedo intercepts. runs into trouble, and now Sancho comes away with it. Caicedo's carried on his run, and then that's a poor pass, intercepted again. Sanchez flapping. Like, I'd love to give him some credit, but he's just so bad, isn't he? Like, he comes and claims these balls, but never actually claims them. Do you know what I mean? It's like showing up for work every day, but you turn up to the wrong building every day, so you don't actually ever show up for work. Like, you mean well, but, like, you just keep screwing it up. Like, he's trying to win the ball, but he just doesn't win the ball. Oh, bloody hell, man. He'd be good at volleyball, someone said. I think you might be right. I reckon he'd be a good water polo player. Do you know what I mean? Like, I reckon Sanchez be a good swimmer. Sanchez is testing your temper. Well, we're almost at half-time, ladies and gentlemen. Almost at half-time. Make sure you smack a like on the stream if you are new. We have soared over 320,100 subscribers, so welcome to those of you that also subscribe into the channel. Sanchez was Brighton number 3. How is he our number 1? Well, well, well. We are basically now at half-time. 10 seconds to go. No real chances of note in the injury time for Chelsea. And it is 1-0. It's not as bad as it should be. I think realistically we have to count our blessings here, because I think Arsenal should be more than a goal ahead. I think they should have 2 or 3 minimum, if I'm being very honest. Chelsea have created really nothing of note apart from one shot from Cucurella that was almost fumbled and a disaster from David Raya. But other than that, Arsenal looks so comfortable. And when you look at the way Chelsea attack, they can also not really put in much effort defensively either. And I think both teams here, there's an international break coming up now. Like, you might as well just give everything. If you look at the stats here, the XG for Chelsea is 0.2. Arsenal's is 0.38. But I think that's wrong. You know, sometimes XG, like, you can look at it and it's good to have there as like a backup stat. But I think XG can quite often say half a story. I genuinely think the fact that Sanchez has given the ball to Arsenal in so many good positions means that Arsenal, if they were more clinical, and again, probably had a proper striker, like Mikel Merino scored, so I can't really say that. Do you know what I mean? But I think if they had more of a box presence too, I think they'd have scored 2 or 3. So Chelsea are in the game at 1-0. Maybe it's the second half, time to bring Lavia on, get Enzo further forward. I think Enzo Fernandez has worked hard. I think Neto has looked as though he's trying to make an effort. I think Nkunku has been shocking, like absolutely shocking. He doesn't even get close to his men. Defensively, Nkunku is bad. So, yeah, our biggest goal threat again is Marc Cucurella, who's a flipping left back. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? And Nkunku's just chasing shadows the whole time. Sancho, couple of moments where he looks comfortable on the ball, like good footwork, but like, I am really scraping at the barrel here looking for something good to say. Like, really. What we saying? To those of you joining at half-time, we're almost up to 1,800 of you in the stream right now. What do you guys think? Is there any chance that Chelsea get back in this game? I'm going to ask a question on the poll. Can Chelsea still win? Let me know your thoughts by voting on the poll. Let's see how many of you in half-time we can get to vote. Can Chelsea still win this game? We're 1-0 down at half-time, 45 minutes to go. We had 90% possession, basically, for the last 15 minutes of the half. Lots of people saying no chance. Let's see. Can we get 50-50? That's what I want to know. 300 votes already. 61% of you are saying no. The majority of people are saying no. We ain't winning. Win. Like, it does seem funny right now. I mean, to be fair, I've seen us play worse than this. I have seen us play worse than this. But we're also not playing very well. Do you know what I mean? We were better in that half than we were in the first half against Copenhagen. Updates on the GBFC merch. To be fair, because we've been so bad in the past couple of months, like I don't want to release stuff like this when Chelsea are doing bad, even though it's got nothing to do with the club and it's my merch. Like, it's just the mood. People's moods are not good right now. You know, people aren't even really clicking into videos as often as they were. So it's not the time probably right now to release merch. Because I've spent all of the money on the merch already, so I do want them to sell. Hello.
No.
Have you created me a nice special?
Yes. I brought these two if you want them.
Wow.
Do you want me
With a cup of tea?
There's a cup of tea, yeah.
Oh, you're the best.
Okay. Do you want more bottle now? Is that fine?
No, that's good actually. Guys, look. You're probably not going to like this, but this is the halftime scran. It is Bovril on top of mango. Just to prove that is what it is, and it isn't Nutella or chocolate sauce. Like it sounds bad, but I assure you it's not. And hang on.
Unreal mango, right?
Oh my goodness. Guys, I tell you what.
Thai mango.
I don't think any of you watching this stream right now can access a mango as good as the one I'm eating right now if I gave you 10-minute time frame. Thank you, darling. Oh. I'm a very lucky man. My girlfriend has just bought me a box of McVitie's dark chocolate biscuits, a flipping cup of tea, and a bowl of mango with Bovril on it. Like, does life get any better on a Sunday? It does. We could be winning, but we're losing. But you know what I mean. This is great. So 60% of you believe that we've got no chance of winning this game right now. Actually, that's an unfair thing to say. 60% of you don't think we'll win this game right now. That isn't to say there's no chance. Because there's still a probability. Oh, man. I'm telling you now. There is something so delicious about a mango. A Thai mango. Bloody hell. There might not be a fruit tastier than that. Thai mangoes and Thai pomelos are about as close to heavenly perfection as you could possibly have. A draw from this point, I'd be delighted with a draw, I'm not going to lie. I would snap your hand off for a draw right now. Especially after Man City and Brighton both drew yesterday. You need a crumpet pissing in butter, someone says. Wow. Sounds aggressive, but it sounds great, doesn't it? Would Palmer do anything different? I'm going to say no. You know, I don't think we... It's just what I said before, though, isn't it? Like, there's still no one really grabbing that mantle of responsibility. Enzo Fernandez is trying, though. You UK blokes and your strange foods. I'm not going to lie. My girlfriend and I have probably got the weirdest eating habits of any people I know. We just have these, like, combinations that are just so great. But, like, you would never think to eat them. Like, savoury and sweet, Bovril on top of mango doesn't sound like it should work. But I'm telling you now, this is the fuel for the second half. Sancho on, George off. The only argument with that is Tyreek George is just so tiny. Like, he's not very strong. But the reason I do agree with you is because Sancho don't flipping shoot. Tyreek George tries to shoot. So actually, I'm gonna side with you there. I think you're right. Could work. Tyreek George equaliser. Imagine Tyreek George comes off the bench and scores the winner at the Emirates today. That would be the best way to enter an international break. Unfortunately, the world don't work like that. I'd also love to have £100,000 brand deals here on GBFC. Speaking it into existence, basically. But it's not happening. Right. I'm giving that mango with Bovril on it a serious 10 out of 10. And the good thing is, despite me eating mango and Bovril and talking about Thai fruits, I've managed to retain the viewership here during half time. So I must be doing something right. Lavia's on the bench, guys. What do we think? Maybe Lavia to change the shape a little bit, to commit an extra man forward. Like, we need something. We do need something extra going forward. Asian foods are not disgusting. Yeah, no shit, mate. Asian food's unbelievable. The food in Thailand, like, actually, now I'm talking about it, I'm excited to go out and eat some food tomorrow. Like, eating food in Thailand is so much fun. There's so many good things here. But I would say there's not very much middle ground stuff. You either get, like, really cheap and really good food, or you go to, like, nice restaurants. But I wouldn't say there's too much middle ground in Thailand. There is some, not saying there isn't any. But on the whole, it's either, like, jaw-droppingly good value, or there's a lot of expensive places too. Yeah, that bloke. Why'd you keep... I'm going to block this guy because he keeps spamming all the time. I even banned him earlier in the chat and he still comes back and spams the same comment. Look, I read the chat all the time. Even when the game's playing, I still read the chat. So you don't need to spam me. I will just block you. Still 0-0 in the Fulham-Tottenham game at half-time as well. Apparently, Sky have only put the Fulham game on. The Arsenal-Chelsea game's not on. Is that true? If you're in the UK? Have Sky Sports really not shown Arsenal-Chelsea today and they're showing Fulham-Tottenham instead? That would be a farce if that's the case. Have I eaten the crocodile kebab? I've not eaten a crocodile kebab. I've eaten crocodile. But I just think crocodiles, no. Just keep the crocodiles alive. Do you know what I mean? They're not tasty enough to kill them. All the games on Sky. All right, cool. Keane and Dewsbury Hall on for a hat-trick. I mean, look. I would say Tyreek George, yes, maybe. But I think Keane Dewsbury Hall scored on Thursday night, but I just don't think he does enough here. I think if any midfielder's coming on for Chelsea, it needs to be Lavia at this point. Wow. I just had a little bit of extra Bovril on my fork. Unbelievable. Keane and Dewsbury Hall, the new Zola. Wow. I don't think so, mate. I mean, that would be... we'd love it if that was true. Like, with all of these things, I always wish that you were correct. But there's bad takes and then there's that. Guys, if you're in the stream, make sure you smack a like on the stream. We are 226 likes away from 1,000. That is the holy grail. When I do my streams, that is the goal I set myself. And whilst you're at it, subscribe to more GBFC. Link in the description. Second half is coming up relatively soon. We only had 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. Blimey, I'm looking at some very weird Indonesian condom advert right now. Wow, import condoms. Nah. Boring. Shouldn't say that, should I? Put the game on the screen. No. What's your take? People saying you always get food poisoning in Asia. I mean, I think it depends where you like some places, right? You just know that the food is going to be bad for you. And I think that's one of those things you either are aware of it and you know, or you don't. Sometimes, obviously, like you can get, like if you eat an oyster, for example, you can't really tell when you eat it, but that it might have just been really bad. And even if it was in a fancy restaurant, yeah, obviously if it's not fresh, whatever. But you can still get food poisoning from that. But like some places, you just look at it and you're like, I'm not eating there. At least that's what I'm like anyway. But I eat a lot of street food stuff. Like there's a papaya salad place just down the road from here. And this woman cooks it with like a pesto and like this bowl thing. And it costs £1.30, I think, for a full portion. And it's unreal. Spicy as well. Like the food here, like in Thailand, there's a lot of hygiene. Which, not to put down other Asian countries unnecessarily, but there's a lot of other places I've eaten in Asia where the food on the side of the street is not clean, to say the least. Chelsea players coming out for the start of the second half. That I feel like, oh, something stuck in my throat. I feel like that was one of the quicker half times that we've done. Make sure you smacked a like on the stream. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to GBFC. Big second half needed here for Chelsea. Can we get something out of this game? We need it. I don't want to have a loss going into an international break. It's a disaster every time. Kills the mood. Which is why we've got more GBFC. There's method in the madness, guys. I'm telling you. Can Chelsea still win? Was the poll of half-time. 60% of people have said no. We've had nearly 1,400 votes on the poll. If you haven't got your vote in, get it in now. We're going to close it at the start of the second half. Arsenal players now coming out for the start of the second half too. Another huddle for Arsenal. Okay. Come on, Chelsea. We had a lot of the ball at the end of the first half. That is one positive I can think of. The question is, can we start doing anything with it? Can we do anything with it? Mikel Arteta looks stressed. He looks like a bloke that needs some dinner. And we're underway for the start of the second half. Chelsea now kicking right to left with Rob Sanchez going long inside the first 10 seconds of the half and losing the ball for Chelsea. Shock. Horror. Starts, we mean to go on. The visitors need more. Okay, we're going to end the poll now. 60% of you have said Chelsea will not win this game. 40% are still believing. And I'm going to hold on to that for now. We do need some belief here. But that needs to not just be from us watching on a GBFC live stream. We need the players to have belief. We need the manager to make changes to instill belief. Positive changes. We're losing the game. I don't want to see all of this like game management. Let's get to the last 20 minutes and still be in it. I don't agree with any of this bullshit. You're losing now. Change it as soon as possible. Let the momentum of the game shift. If Chelsea score an early goal here, the second half could be ours for the taking. Go on. Oh, Raya. Clears it. Arsenal now on their first attack down the other end. Now Marino. Out to Odegaard. We've managed to keep quite quiet, Martin Odegaard, but that is a decent ball. Badiashile out for a throw-in. I've refreshed it, mate. I don't think I am a minute and a half behind. I think, if anything, it's up to like 30 seconds. I don't think it's a minute and a half. Maybe it is, but... Arsenal corner. I just don't want to keep conceding goals from set pieces. That is all I don't want right now. It is a minute and a half. Shit. Okay, that's annoying. Sorry about that. 30 seconds. I mean, for all of us, it will be different. If you're watching on a TV in the UK with a satellite dish on your house, you probably got it, like, almost to the point at the stadium. But for me... Odegaard. Near post cleared by Nkunku. Come on, Chelsea. Offside. Just don't do spoilers in the chat, guys. Like, it is, you know, just makes things better. Just makes it a more enjoyable stream. Go on, Wesley Fofana raging forward now. This is good. More positive from Chelsea. Gives it to Neto. Controls it nicely. Shot from... Why are you shooting from 30 yards, mate? Especially when the players are closing you down. Like, it's not even like he's looked up and seen what he's got in front of him there. Like, I'm all for shooting, right, from outside the box. You got to look up first. Don't just ping it. Cup of tea is unreal, by the way. Do I have a biscuit? Yes, I do. Come on. The digestive biscuits, guys. I remember back in the FIFA days, we used to... was it Matt HD Game used to do the biscuit, the Bourbon pack? You cannot beat a McVitie's biscuit, I'm telling you. But, I'll tell you what does beat a McVitie's biscuit. A McVitie's biscuit dunked in a cup of tea. Now that is childhood memories right here. Oh. Unreal. Look at this. Oh my God. What the hell? Shout out to the pink wafers as well. Respect Ramadan. I mean, I appreciate anybody who is practicing right now, but I don't. That's just my choice. It's my preference in life. So I can eat my biscuits. Not the mango and bovril. Fair enough. I mean, it's not for everybody. Go on. Oh, and Nkunku looks a bit sharper in this second half. I think if we had Nicholas Jackson, we'd have hurt Arsenal. I really do. And that isn't to say that I'm putting down Nkunku. I think Nkunku wasn't good in the first half, but I don't think it's even comparable. Like, we know that that Nicholas Jackson is important, let's say, to this Chelsea team. And Nkunku's obviously not a striker either. Milky Way crispy rolls. What on earth is that? Why does it sound nice? The sun is down in Thailand already. Yeah, that's also true. Whoa. Alan's snack bar is not going anywhere. Arsenal now with a good spell of possession. Make subs now. I mean, yellow card for Wesley. Wesley Fofana has been all over the shop, to be fair. Like, he's been... I like Wesley when he's going forward, but in terms of, like, his... What's the word I'm looking for? His temperament. He's been very erratic in this game. Very erratic. And that is a third yellow card for Chelsea. Pedro Neto got a yellow as well. I don't know what he got a yellow for, but that is the third yellow of the game. God, now I've opened those biscuits, I'm looking at them and they do look so appetizing. And what? Neto's got a yellow for what? That is ridiculous. For arguing with the referee. Of course he did. Ridiculous. Oh, now Cucurella is getting in trouble. Arsenal free kick. Badiashile, another Arsenal corner. Arsenal will want this. This is where they look the most dangerous. Mikel Merino, who up until the last couple of minutes only had 7 touches of the ball and one of them was a goal. Chelsea do not make the same mistakes again. What happened to Mudryk? Bro, just stop spamming. Why? I actually made a video on this a few days ago. Come on. Now Neto coming away. What is going on? Come on. Stop the fake scores. I mean, you're never going to stop the fake scores. People are just weird, you know what I mean? Like, people just love trying to disrupt the flow. Oh, come on. That's a yellow. That is a yellow. Good. Gabriel's now been booked for Arsenal. For a foul on Reece James. I mean, that's a horrible tackle, to be fair. Puts his studs up a little bit, but I don't think he really clips him anywhere near high enough up the leg. But Gabriel has now been on a yellow as well. We need to try and get at him now. Get a job. 55 minutes. Arsenal 1-0. That's another foul. That's another yellow, surely. You're going to keep throwing out the yellow cards for Chelsea players. You've got to flip in, give them out to the Arsenal ones as well. Well, we've had 3 yellows at the start of this second half, so it's becoming a bit more like a bloody London derby. The same people that put fake scores then come out and say, stop fake scores. What is wrong with you kids, man? And Nkunku dropping a stinker again. Yep. Still 0-0 in the Fulham-Tottenham game. Same time kickoff. Well played, Colwill. Come on, Chelsea. Oh, Nkunku, man, gives the ball away so cheaply again. It's too easy. Arsenal do look quite tired. But this is what I mean. Like, can Chelsea sense this? Like, are the players mature enough? Like, to manage the ebb and flow of a game of football and to understand the energy shifts that happen in a game, you need experience to know the moments to do a bit more, the moments to give a bit more, the moments to antagonize. You know, these things come with experience. We just don't have that. So you and I can watch this and be like, yeah, Arsenal look a bit leggy. They look a bit tired. But we can't seem to figure that out and capitalize on it, ever. And that is because of the lack of experience. Like, I don't know. I feel like a broken record, to be honest, but if we had a last-minute penalty, who would I want to take it? I'm going to say Enzo Fernandez, I think. Or Reece James, maybe. I just wouldn't want Nkunku to take it, to be honest. If I'm being very, very honest. That's another foul. That's got to be a yellow. Nkunku now surging forward a bit for Chelsea. Reece, Cucurella getting forward a little bit. Come on. Heading towards the hour mark. Still Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. And if the score's 1-0, we're in the game. We just cannot concede the next one. I know that is very obvious, but we just really cannot. I think the heads will go down if we concede a goal anytime soon. But an equaliser now, and it's game on. Come on, Chelsea. Here we go. Neto's there. Shit effort, really, isn't it? But that's better from Enzo Fernandez on the turn, looking to get it forward. Enzo or Neto for pens. How was that not a yellow is more what I'd say. Thomas Partey with almost treading on. There's a yellow for Partey. Okay, nice. No. Hang on a minute. Oh, Wesley Fofana didn't get booked. Now he has. Oh, wow. So Fofana's didn't have a yellow. As far as I was aware, Fofana was already booked. I'm telling you, this guy is very close to being sent off because he's been walking a tightrope and a fine, thin line for the whole game. Arsenal on the attack again here. Declan Rice. Over to Martinelli. Martinelli. Cucurella is staying on him. Good ball. Oh, Sanchez, what a save. That is a really good save from Rob Sanchez. Who was that? Was that Mikel Merino again? Almost with his second goal. And Sanchez has clawed it almost from inside his own goal pretty much. And he's managed to keep it out. That's a really good save. The redemption curve of Rob Sanchez in this game could be beginning. The arc has started. Get your protractors out. Start drawing. Arsenal on the attack again. Reece James does well with his shoulders. Good. Come on. Enzo again with a direct ball to Neto. And Neto now looking to start running rings around the Arsenal players. He's got no one over with him in support. And that's a foul, is it? Or a corner. Chelsea corner. Saliba with the lunging tackle. Good save from Sanchez. Big moment for him. Martinelli with the ball. Marino is there. He can't do... That's a brilliant save. What a save. It's a really good save. Credit there where credit's due. Very good save. Neto on corners, though. Like, just doesn't really fill me with confidence, not going to lie. Probably straight to the near post or straight to the goalie. Straight to the near post. Back for another corner. I should just not speak, really. Because then maybe you guys think I've got, like, another stream that is ahead of time or something. All right, I've just realised I've just managed to catch a minute back, to be fair. So I'm going to change the timer now because there was a delay. Okay, we're up to 62 minutes it should be. 62, wait. Boom. Okay, we're back up to 62 minutes and 26 seconds now. So there was actually a big delay. There was a much bigger delay. Sorry about that. So we are now a lot more closer to the actual action now. We're 62 minutes and 35 seconds. I don't know how it does that because it didn't lag at any point. We are being soundly beaten. I'd say that is actually a fair representation of what's happening right now. It's 1-0 to Arsenal, but realistically, it feels like we're not really in it. I'm saying we're in it because technically we're in it. And we've actually... This is mad. We've had 53% of the ball. We've had more possession than Arsenal. But Arsenal have had 2 massive chances. Scored one of them, and Sanchez with a blinding save for the other one. But Chelsea have had nothing. Like, almost nothing. Half an hour still to go. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Come on, Chelsea. Oh, they're running rings around us. So easy. They're beating us to every ball. Odegaard with a shot. Sanchez, good save again. It's too easy for Arsenal. It's so easy. For a Chelsea team that are this young, that should be a yellow for Odegaard as well. There's a lot of yellow cards coming in this game here. Martin Odegaard with a foul on Cucurella. Cynical. Gets himself a yellow. I think the only chance we got here is hoping that Arsenal get a red card and that somehow we can use a man advantage to actually help us dominate. But we just don't have any real, like, impetus in the play. You know what I mean? Come on. I just really don't want to lose this match. I really don't. Toothless is a good word. 3 yellows for each side now. Arsenal fans are in good voice at the Emirates too. They've got Champions League quarterfinals against Real Madrid to look forward to in April. Now Wesley Fofana looking to carry the ball forward for Chelsea. Sancho, who I literally don't think I've seen touch the ball in this second half, Jadon Sancho. Phew. Nkunku as well, like, he's done nothing. The 2 players that are supposedly playing on the wing for Chelsea have done F all. Like, really, really non-existent. It's the kind of game where you'd want Mudryk out there, wouldn't you? You'd just want him to be available. You'd want him to be an option off the bench at minimum. Arsenal fans in seriously good voice here at the Emirates. But they're winning. You know, they've had another big chance. Like, they should have more goals. Like, the fans can back something. Do you know what I mean? Chelsea, it's just hit and hope, really. They get the ball forward, and we're just hoping an Arsenal player can slip on the floor or something, and then we can run in. Maresca's going to say we were good and had most of the possession. I don't care about this possession nonsense. Like, and for me, it just winds me up every time I hear it because possession stats mean absolutely nothing on a football pitch. Look at the video I posted earlier today about Nottingham Forest. Forest have had an average of 39 possession of the ball per match this season. They've made less passes than any team in the league, and they're 3rd. Like, possession and passing means absolutely nothing. Nothing. We need a change. 67 minutes, still 1-0. It's about the chances created, exactly. And if it's about the chances created, then if you create a chance, you can score. And that's the thing. It's then about probabilities, isn't it? If you don't create anything, you can't score. If you do create something, you could score. So Chelsea don't give themselves the chance to be involved in matches because we don't create anything when we're playing like this. We used to create a lot, and then all of a sudden we just stopped. Nicholas Jackson, Noni Madueke being out the team. Big part to play in that. Party with another foul on Caicedo, who's fuming with the referee. Don't get yourself booked for that, Caicedo. Oh, cold tea. Ugh. Okay. Come on, Chelsea. Hold on. I just don't want us to concede a second goal. If we have 15 minutes to go and it's only 1-0, then we just go for it. Do you know what I mean? All right, guys. Make sure you smack a like on the stream and subscribe to GBFC if you are new. I still believe we can get something, you know. but I'm just waiting for something that just isn't there. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's blind hope again. And like they say, it is the flipping hope that kills you. Arsenal in again here. Well played. Come on. How can this be not too bad? It's not too bad because it's only 1-0. That's why it's not too bad. I mean, it's still shit. Don't worry. Like, I'm bored out of my mind watching us play. The football is rubbish. But it's still only 1-0, so we could still get a positive result. So, like, you know what I mean? But it is dead. Like, it's dross. So I don't really think we're going to win or get anything from the game at this point, but you never know. You never ever know. 0 threat in attack. How can this be the case after so long? It's a foul, free kick to Arsenal, edge of the area. Lewis Skelly goes down. Badiashile is now complaining to the referee. Fofana complaining to the referee. Fofana's on a yellow, so he needs to shut the hell up. And he's also made the foul. So if you then keep... It's a foul all day long. Fofana today has been really bad. I'm not going to lie. He's been really, really poor, Wesley Fofana. It's a stupid place to give away a free kick. He's going nowhere. Oh, dear. Shooting range free kick for Arsenal. I mean, I don't think Fofana's a bad player, but he's just been so clumsy today. Like, he's... It's just so predictable for me. Like, it's just everything I expect a game to be like for Chelsea right now. Where's the leadership? We don't have anyone. We literally don't have any leaders. Declan Rice over the free kick for Arsenal. Odegaard next to him as well. How does a team that plays exciting football before Christmas turn into a bore fest? Guys, it's a product of the flipping levels that were made to be acceptable. You have a couple of bad games, and we have excuses to cover up for it. We get told that we're overperforming and that we don't need to be doing that well right now. Like, what is that? Do you know what I mean? Like, make that make any sense? Like, we sabotaged our own season by belittling our own chances when we were doing incredibly well. It will be a corner for Arsenal from Declan Rice's free kick that he took about 2.5 minutes to take, which is outrageous. But, like, we just... The moment that Maresca started talking about how we were overachieving, it's as if we were like, oh, well, it's all right, we can kind of take our foot off the gas now. Like, and that's true. We all know that. We all know that on the 19th of December, or the 18th of December, whatever it was, Chelsea played Everton at Goodison Park. It was a boring game. It finished 0-0. And we could have been top of the league for like a little bit of time, which would have just been a snapshot in history. But from that point, we just became shit for like 2 whole months. And we just then let that become acceptable. Like, why should that be accepted? Do you know what? Like, I just think the whole thing comes down to mentality and a lack of standards and leadership on the pitch to be able to pull up in situations that aren't going in your favour. But anyway, we have got 16 and a half minutes of football left. And I don't understand how we haven't seen a substitution yet. Like, I don't know how Nkunku and Sancho are still on the pitch for a start. Enzo Fernandez has been non-existent going forward in the second half as well, and he's basically playing like a second striker right now because he's the only one willing to press, because Nkunku does absolutely nothing. So, you know, like, why not change it? We're losing 1-0. It's not as if the game is flipping. It's 1-0. Just make a flipping change. And this is what I said earlier. We're waiting to have like a snapshot of chance and hope in the last few minutes. Why? What are you waiting for? We've created absolute piss all match. Why are you still waiting? If you don't shoot, you don't score. This is common sense. Okay. So I've got 4 boxes in my head right now that I'm going to be putting in the 6 things we learnt video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss 6 things after the game. Neto's now complaining and back chatting as well, and he's already been booked. If he gets sent off now, the man's an absolute prat. All right, Tyreek George is coming on. Looks like Maresca's watching the stream. He definitely isn't. He's watching the game, but you know what I mean. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall is also coming on. This could be a big moment for him to cap off a good week or a good midweek. Like, Sancho is coming off. He's done nothing, Jadon Sancho, has he? He's done absolutely nothing. Same old story. Can't actually beat the man, so he just kicks it and it comes and ricochets off his legs. I'm getting really tired of Sancho, guys. I really am. Come on in, Chelsea. We've got 15 minutes plus added time or whatever here to try and get ourselves into this. How is Lavia not being brought on? I also start to get these feelings, right? If Lavia's on the bench, and he was on the bench the other day, why can't we bring the guy on? Like, I don't understand. If he's on the bench, surely he's fit. Or maybe we just don't have any players in the squad. So Maresca puts him on the bench, even though he's never going to use him, just so that we feel a bit more excited that he's coming back. I know that's a bit conspiracy. It's a bit of a conspiracy-esque theory. But don't mind me with the way that this flipping football club are ran. Why is Lavia on the bench if we're not going to play him? I think I just answered that one. Ethan Nwaneri's coming on for Arsenal. No. Martinelli's on the floor. Mikel Arteta's trying to give it some over on the wing, the little prat. Oh, Fulham scored. I mean, I did think that Fulham were going to score. What is the VAR looking at? 17 years old, Nwaneri, this kid. Bloody hell. Oh, so they're trying to find a way to punish Caicedo. Of course they are. They will look at anything, won't they, on the VAR? All right, Fulham have scored, guys, apparently. At least we've got something positive here. Tottenham are losing. It's just rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Okay, I'm starting to get to that point now where it is no longer, I'm not feeling negative about it because we're still in the game. And I'm being very brutal on the fact that we haven't had a shot in this second half. Which, I mean, I might be wrong here, but I believe we've not had a shot in this second half. So, I mean, at this point, what's the flipping point? Like, genuinely. Is that going to show that? No. Let me just quickly change that so you can see. So that is what we're working with right now. That's the bench. Like, what do Chelsea have on the bench? No, I'm not sure. Come on then, 10 minutes to go. I want a shot. I just want a shot. I'm losing all of my optimism second by second. It's an exponential fade. As if we're editing some audio on Premiere Pro right now. Just fading out into the darkness here. Keenan Dewsbury Hall, Neto on the edge of the area, beaten to it. Declan Rice wins the tackle. I think Caicedo has had a good game again. Like, he's managed to not get himself booked too. And that's the thing that we need to establish here as well, is like, are we actually going for this game or not? Because if we're not going for it, just take flipping Caicedo off. If we're not going to have a shot or create any shooting opportunities, just take Caicedo off. Do you know what I mean? So we can't get booked, and at least we can try again against Tottenham. I don't care if it's an own goal. I don't care how we score. I just want a goal. I just don't want to lose. Fulham 1, Tottenham 0. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Oh, through ball again. Marino, Rice, Dewsbury Hall with the header away. Wanyeri, that's a handball all day long. Yep. Ref blows it as well. Good. Oh, man. I mean, even the first half, like, we had one spell in the first half in the last, 10, 15 minutes? Even then, it's just possession. Like, the only player right now who's actually having a decent game, even on SofaScore ratings, is Caicedo. 92% passes, 59 touches, 6 out of 9 ground duels won. Like, he's the only player actually statistically having a good game. Reece and Lavia's coming on. Lavia's coming on for the last 10 minutes here. Reece is coming off. I don't know if this is going to do anything creatively, which is really the only thing that matters right now. And Reece James goes into the international break, and he's managed to stay fit for a whole month, I think. So we've got 10 minutes now with Lavia on the pitch. What can we see from that midfield? Enzo, Lavia, Caicedo. It's so boring. Like, it's actually so boring watching Chelsea play football. Tyreek George wins it there high up the field, but no one is onto the second ball. This is why it's so difficult to get excited about signings like Quenda. Do you know what I mean? Because Quenda is 17, he's an explosive attacking player, but this whole system just stifles all the attackers. So if we're planning to buy players for Maresca, then what's the flipping point in buying these attacking wingers? Timer's on 0. Why is the timer on 0? Why would it do that? So stupid. And then I have to I'm going to try and sort this out for next time. Okay, I need to wait another 14 seconds for the timer to work again. Oh, come on. Okay, 83 minutes. We've got 7 minutes to go. plus stoppage time. The timer should now be fixed. I don't know why that did that. It's very random. Tyreek George up against Lewis Skelly, who's, to be fair, Lewis Skelly has pocketed Sancho the whole game. Absolutely pocketed him. Arsenal, the commentary just said that Arsenal fans are nervous because the game isn't done and dusted yet. I've lost all like hope with that idea in mind. You know what I mean? Like I would have agreed with that, but now I'm kind of like, well, Chelsea haven't done anything. Like we've not created anything. Chelsea waiting for the perfect moment. No, that's giving us too much credit. That's suggesting we even have the capabilities to wait for the perfect moment. That's a good ball from Caicedo. Now Enzo Fernandez out wide to Tyreek George, who's clipped the ball in. Cucurella, he won the header there, to be fair to him, Cucurella. He gets over the top of Urian Timber. And that is, I think, the first attempt that Chelsea have had in this second half. Good play from Enzo Fernandez, who, to be fair, Enzo Fernandez has done okay. Deary me. Deary me. Maresca is apparently about to make some more changes too, but like, what options are there on the bench? Seriously, what do we have at our disposal here? We're 1-0 down, but it feels like we're 3-0 down. We're playing as if we're 3-0 down. Malo Gusto is coming on. Do you know what? I'm going to go for a pee quickly. Because I need a wee. Tosin's coming on. Stick him up front, mate. Last time I went out to the toilet, we scored, so I'm going to go for that again. Okay, did I miss anything? No, doesn't look like it. Excellent. Love it. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands. Oh, come on. Come on, Chelsea. Just make something out of anything. I don't care. George has a tiny bladder, someone says. Well, I've been sat here for 3 hours, mate, and that is the first time I've urinated. So make of it what you will. Oh, all right. Here we go. Neto. Come on. Surely we can have one chance here. Tyreek George. It's been such a feeble, dead excuse for a derby. Like, all of the like kind of up for it energy from Chelsea has been channeled in the wrong way. It's been like petulance as opposed to like meaningful aggression, you know. It's just been petulant. Yellow cards for throwing extra balls on the pitch, yellow cards for dissent. All the things that you just don't want. Like, that is not how you channel the energy of a meaningful London derby when you're fighting for a Champions League spot, for goodness sake. And I think this is the kind of game where you could see the players start to turn a little bit. Because if this is the way we're being asked to play, then flipping heck, man. The players that can actually make a difference might start to think, well, can I actually be a good player in this team? Can I be a good player in this squad when I'm being told to play this way? Seriously concerning. Anyway, we're in to the final 2 minutes of the 90. I'm going to move slightly central so that I'm in position for 6 things we learned straight after the game. Make sure you're subscribed. Also, I'm going to shout out my official second channel, More GBFC. We hit 3,000 subscribers yesterday, and there's going to be loads and loads of content uploaded during the international break. I'm really excited for it. The channel's doing really well. So make sure you check that out. I made a really good video earlier about Nottingham Forest. I think it's a great video, personally. Fofana's taken off. Ah, dear. We are now into the final minute. I'm really annoyed about this. I'm not going to lie. And I think the annoyance is not going to peak until a while after. But I'm going to just enjoy the next 2 weeks. I'm going to enjoy this international break because I can't be bored when I look forward to watching Chelsea play. Like, I've been bored watching the games for like at least the last 5 or 6 games. And even before that, Fulham have scored again. That's good. At least before that, like up until Christmas, we had a lot to cheer about. There was a lot to be excited about. Odegaard's coming off. Like, he's not really put in a shift. He hasn't have to, has he? Like, honestly, guys, the worst thing and the biggest concern is it's so boring. Like, it genuinely feels as though we're 3, 4, 5-0 down because of how far away we seem and feel from actually getting anything. Like, it's actually mind-blowing. This is a London derby, for goodness sake. They don't even have Bukayo Saka. They've had Champions League football. You know, you got Kai Havertz on the sidelines smiling because he's beating his former club, his new team. Dewsbury Hall, Cucurella is over. Cucurella crosses it. Why are you crossing it, mate? You know you're never gonna. Oh, like at this point, this is pissing me off now. It's just pissing me off. We're just rubbish. Like, we're actually rubbish. We had 4 wins in a row against Copenhagen twice and the 2 worst teams in the league at Stamford Bridge. And even Leicester, we struggled and we won 1-0. Do you know what I mean? With a left back scoring. Oh, dear. Absolutely feeble. Guys, I'm going to start wrapping up the stream, you know, because we've only got 2 minutes to go. It's 1-0 Arsenal. And to be fair, my energy is completely sapped because we've done absolutely F all in this second half. Like, it's actually quite embarrassing, really. It really is. Arsenal fans are rallying their players on the sidelines. Oh, dear. But thank you for watching. This has been a good stream. I think we had nearly 2,000 of you in here at one point, which is great. So if you are here and you still haven't smacked a like on it, we probably could hit 1,000 likes if you guys hit the like button now. If you hit the like button now, that is. People are saying sack Maresca. Might be a bit soon for that. My stream is just frozen as well, but I don't really think it matters at this point. We have got a minute and a half to play. I've got Sofa score up as well, just to look at that. But anyway. It just sucks, man. Like, we're not even... There's not even, like, any real energy to chase after this game. Like, we're 1-0 down. Like, it's so boring. Tottenham at home next. Like, it's going to feel like a long, long 2 weeks, guys. It really is, because I think that the main thing I want to focus on is how this just feels like we're 3 or 4-0 down, because we're not even close. We're not even close. This is the most boring way to lose a game. The fact that Arsenal haven't even had to enter third gear. Like, they've been organised. That's it. That's all they've had to be. That is all they've had to be. Jurriën Timber is shaking hands with Enzo Maresca. Blimey. Probably Chelsea going to try and sign him now or something daft. All right, guys, we're wrapping up the stream. 6 things we learned is coming your way very soon. Thank you for the couple of people that did super chat. We've hit 1,000 likes as well, so big shout out to those of you that have hit the like button on the stream. Shout out to everybody. Hope you're all having a good weekend. And there will be videos over the international break, but more GBFC is where it's going to be at, guys. So make sure you subscribe to the official second channel of the George Benson Football Channel. More GBFC. And I'm going to get into recording 6 things we learned now because this game is wrapped up, done, useless. I'll see you guys in a bit.